everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I believe we have somebody in the chat, but just to make sure everybody can hear us, do we sound good for you?
I think they can hear us. That's excellent.
Perfect. We're doing great things then. I don't think many of you know me, but I wanted to hop on here today because my name is Fenway Jones, and I am the founder of Jasper's Game Day, and I wanted to get on and tell you a little bit more about Jasper's Game Day. So, JGD is the charity that we are raising money for this week, and it started 4 years ago when I lost two friends to suicide, and I didn't really know how to cope with the pain and the grief at that point in time. And so, with the help of my family and the people around me, I came up with the idea of creating this charity, which raises money for suicide prevention and awareness. And we do it so that people are able to donate to keep the money local and be able to know what it was being done with the money, where it's going, and so that they know that they are helping their community and helping the people around them who are going through similar situations, and people who have also lost family members or loved ones to the suicide. And so that's what our website, jaspersgameday.com. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has donated, and everyone who is in the chat participating, and everyone who is doing the games. I really, really appreciate it.
And we appreciate you stopping by today to see everyone for the first time. I think we've already made our $2,000, what's the word I'm looking for? Goal, that's the one.
Yeah.
We did it in 2 days, so go Aussies. You're all pretty damn awesome for doing that so quickly.
You are all fantastic. You beat the goal, and I couldn't be more happy and proud to be part of this community, even for just a little while.
We're a pretty accepting bunch. We'll take just about anyone.
Well, I appreciate it.
Well, we might get ready to send it all over to the players now. I believe today is being done by Jacob. He is the DM from Ardent Roleplay, so everybody will get to see Ardent Roleplay system in action today. And he is joined by Darcy W. Smith. You will probably know him from Swords and Monsters. Nick the Tiefling, I believe he's with Let's Get Wild Mountain, among other things. Yes. One of our auctioneers, Hamish Martin, and our very own John from Meeples and Dragons. So give him hell, guys.
Yes, make sure you keep up with those donations and let the players have it.
Lots of magic surges, just like yesterday. Let's go.
Yes, the best. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
And welcome, one and all, to the wonderful Jasper's Game Day. I am Jacob, your fun and exciting GM for this day 3, game 1 of the lovely Jaspers. Of course, Jasper's Game Week and Jasper's Game Day is all about suicide prevention and awareness, and that's kind of what we're here to do. Please feel free to donate and such, and all the wonderful kind of things to really support this great, charity. These are, of course, our lovely players, the lovely Darcy, John, Nick, and Hamish. They're going to be playing our wonderful game today. So I'll get you guys to just do a quick introduction of your characters and your lovely selves. Darcy, take us away.
Hello, my name's Darcy Smith. I play a character called Gary Pumpernickel on the Swords and Monsters podcast. If you check it out, I'm not responsible. But today I will be playing the failed wizard student turned monk, Mathil Meridian. And naturally, I need to save the day in order to win my father's love. And that's not a reflection of my real life at all.
Totally not. No, we understand.
I don't bring my issues to the table, all right?
Of course not. And then we'll pass it over to the lovely John as well.
Yes, hi, I'm John. I'm from Meeples and Dragons. You may have heard of us by now.
Probably, hopefully.
We bring in unique tabletop RPG accessories into Australia and make them more accessible, as well as try to contribute back to the community. Mm-hmm. Today, I'm playing the passionate Durin Belford, an arcane cleric whose passion in life is food and the variety of tastes.
Oh, delightful. And of course, the lovely Nick as well. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Nick the Tiefling. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I tweet a lot about random stuff, and I make TikTok videos about D&D. So that's kind of what I do. And I'm here to play Fern. She's a lovely wizard, brand new to it, and took it up after seeing a lot of wizards visiting her gem store to buy material components, and was like, I gotta learn this for myself.
Delightful. And Hamish, who are you? What's your character? Tell us more.
So my character is the longest monsoon of the Dream Swamp clan. He is a tabaxi swashbuckler. He is all about the adventure. He's also not full of the most common sense. So it's going to be interesting to see how that kind of plays out.
Wonderful. So where you guys all are is in the wonderful and magnificent city of Dallaport, a university city of cultural excellence and wonder, filled with nobles of less than reputable honor for sure, but certainly there's much adventure to be found here. You all together have basically met over the course of the various years. Fern probably has been under the wizard college that Darcy's father actually is the dean of. And there's a little connection there, which you obviously probably became friends in some capacity, potentially through, your adventures or quests together as you kind of have leveled up through the various levels, because we're all starting at about level 3 with a cool little item. Likewise, John, you're probably having come from a culinary school, one of the more prestigious guilds, might in fact have some kind of trade deal with potentially the monks from Hamish's monsoon, depending on kind of where you all want to sit. But in the end, you've all gathered together under a kind of loose agreement that you guys are all like working to do basically jobs, get money, prestige, honor, and all that kind of stuff. And basically the life of adventure in Dallaport is an interesting one. So you have been actually called, or a letter, like a little kind of scribe has been sent to you, basically with a request from Captain Hagen of the dock watch, or the kind of captain of the docks in Dallaport. And as you would probably know, having done some quests in here before, the docks is a spicy place for most people. A lot of goods come in and out and tend to be, of course, stolen by other kind of adventuring pirates, and then you steal them back, and then they steal them off you. And it's all kind of like changing hands, as it were. So you've basically gotten this kind of probably in a tavern somewhere or wherever you happen to be. So yeah, that's the premise. Take us away, team.
So where are we? We've been called into have we stepped into some cabin or?
So this is the actual office, basically, of Captain Hagen. It's like kind of positioned on the docks, and kind of behind him is rows and rows of noble kind of warehouses. They're kind of dry docks and various kind of like, places where they store some of the values in the interim to bringing them into their more secure and like heavier vaults, as well as all the trade deals that they have as part of the guilds that they generally tend to, patron, because that's kind of the big thing of Dallaport. There's always patrons of the arts, and they kind of fight for who's going to have the great patrons and all this kind of stuff. And then the patrons are also fighting of who's going to get the best class of adventurers in the new age or the new generation. So that's kind of where you are, and this is probably one of the more secure areas because the captain's like quarters are like right here. You do of course see, as you're kind of walking up the street, kind of like, classic adventurers moving back and forth between ships, as well as guards and different like, scoundrel-looking individuals. But you do eventually arrive, of course, Captain Hagen's office, basically.
All right. Well, I guess I'll pipe up and say, well, Captain, but we've come on your bequest, and me and my esteemed partners are here as requested. You better make it worthwhile for us.
Oh, good. And I assume that you're all kind of gathered in together. You all walk through the doorway. Yeah.
Oh, hello, Captain Hagen. Want a
Now,
blueberry? And I'm going to pass out a bag of blueberries.
now, Captain Hagen, if you have a look at the road card, of course, we're using the lovely Ardent roleplay today. If you have a look at the road card, you can actually get a good look at what Captain Hagen looks like. He's got this kind of beautiful, like, kind of red outfit, kind of eye patch to his, like, not an eye patch, but he is a generally, like, kind of older looking individual. You can see that there's kind of like a weight to this character, and he kind of regards you almost like, oh. Doesn't seem to say too much as you enter in, and as you like offer him the blueberry, he's like, he plucks it from your hand. Okay, we've already got a wild
That
match.
didn't last long.
That did not last long at all. All right, let me get my.
The blueberry explodes.
On the blueberry specifically. This is the wild magic we got here. Oh dear. All right, John. For the next minute, you can see any invisible creature if you have line of sight to it. Fun facts there. You do, while you're in this like office, see an imp like standing on one of the like bookshelves. Like he's just kind of standing there, like looking at the party and Captain Hagen. And Captain Hagen obviously takes the blueberry kind of with a muted concern and then eats it. Like, thank you, Jern.
I would like to stare directly at the imp.
The imp stares directly at you. He's like, and kind of like shuffles to the side like a little crab.
Lick up a blueberry up to its position.
Kind of like looks down at the blueberry like a cat and is like, picks it up and then like flies down and flies out the door and like flies out back in the street.
Oh, that's a bit odd.
Like everyone kind of like just takes a look at you as you like throw this blueberry up and you're like really focused on something that they obviously can't see and like,
Jordan, are you okay?
I'm good. Just continue eating my bag of blueberries.
Have you been hitting the pipe weed again?
Not to my recollection.
Okay. Well, sorry to interrupt you there, Darcy. I didn't mean to lose my train of thought, but I have a task for you. I understand that you are currently looking for something in this particular regard. Is this incorrect? You're free?
For work? I have a reputation to build. Yes, where my partners are all here for their various reasons.
I'm not sure if I would say that we're free, but for a reasonable price, we could certainly be hired.
Yeah, he like pops up like a little like wooden box, like just up on the bench, and you can kind of see inside it, and it's a row of 20 platinum pieces, and you kind of like place it down the thing.
Monsoon's tail will start twitching at the sight of the coins.
I have a problem. You could probably solve it. There's a ship out in the far, probably the end of just up the coast, not quite into the docks just yet, but it is slowly making its way across the gap. Now, I've sent some men, obviously, to investigate it. They came back with tales of ghosts and strange magics and such like that. And now no one is agreeing to go there. Straight out refusing. Superstition is currently rife. As well as, of course, there's been a riot up in the merchant district, which, of course, I have to go and solve. So, if I can get you all to go and deal with it for me, I'll be a happy man. Unfortunately,
I'll say it looks like our schedule is just opened up for just motioning to the platinum.
It'll never be said in Dalport that money doesn't turn the greasy wheels. He like eases it over to you. Like, that will be a down payment. And it's about, obviously 50 gold each. It's pretty good. You'll get another 100 each if you can come back and tell me what the deal is. And if you can solve whatever it is, or it's dangerous, I'll take that into advisement, and maybe there'll be some kind of extra reward for you. Do we have
what kind of extra reward? I mean, if we're going to be putting our lives on the line for you, we need to be worth some kind of coin. Extra. Yes.
It's the 50 and 100 that I'm going to be paying.
But what about more? I mean, we could go there, we could have a look, we could come back. I mean, is there more money if there is greater risk for us?
Well, anyone who dies on the mission, everyone else will get their share.
That's a bit disencouraging, I should say. How about I would like a moment of your time afterwards to discuss a possible trade deal.
Sure. Depends on what kind of trade deal you want out of me.
But just to organise a few more spices to a specific backseat colonist.
Right. Bribery. I love bribery. Another wild magic. For all of you at the stream, we did consider not having the wild magic, but I'm so glad we decided to have it now. My word. All right, 81. Oh, wow. All right, Hamish, you can now take one actual additional action immediately, if you'd like. He's like goes super speed for a quick second.
I'll
coins on that table.
Sorry?
Platinum coins are sitting on that table.
Yeah, look, let's try and swipe some of those coins. Why not?
All right, go for it. Roll me a sleight of hand, and you'll have advantage on this one because you are moving a disturbing speed.
Outstanding. All right, here we go.
Hey, so
that's a solid 12.
A solid 12. You throw out your hand, try to grab it, and then with a let me double check. He's as good as I think he is. Oh, fantastic! All right, you flick out your hand to grab this coin thing, and Captain Hagen, with an incredible speed, grabs it, holds it, and gives you a direct look. It's like,
we're saying that we'll take the job.
Oh, yes, that's exactly what I was meaning by trying to take the coin. I thought that was very obvious.
Then we have a compact, and he lets go of it and gently slides it across to you. So,
trusting the cat with the coins.
There's a rowboat that you'll be able to utilize to get you out there.
Unless we have anything else to attend to, shall we?
You may, if you wish.
The rowboat.
He looks a bit concerned by the input you survey directly, and all right. Well, I've got things to do, so I'll see you when you return, if you return. Wonderful. So you head out to the docks. Of course, I'll get the. There you go. So this is just the actual map of what Raskel kind of looks like. This is the realm of Raskel, and you can see Dalport, a little center there. So where you'll kind of be going is just on the other side of the kind of bay. So there's tides go in and out kind of from the mountains and so that flows on down. So it seems to have whirlpooled around, and it's stuck in about this area. So it will take you an hour or two to get out there, but you'll be fine. You head down to the docks, and again, relatively filled with activity. For the discerning eye, it might be a little bit less, but generally speaking, it's the sea that kind of never sleeps. It's always got wheels turning, gears moving, and something is playing someone or something. So you see kind of a bard kind of on the side of the road, singing his little songs and stuff like that, as well as obviously merchants selling what appears to be for your discerning eye, Fern, fake wizard scrolls. You can see them find this wizard scrolls in all of the merchant areas. Would you like something? Would you like to be more beautiful? I've got this. Yeah. And haggling and all this kind of stuff is going on, fish markets, all that kind of jazz. And you eventually get down to, of course, the end of the docks where a individual with a huge mustache and like kind of long pointed beard, who is of like gnomish stature. Kind of sits on like a little dinghy with a little reed and fishing pole, and kind of is just sitting there. Seemed to be waiting for someone, and you imagine waiting for you guys.
I'd just like to let you know, Durin probably lags behind a little bit. He's got a bit of weight to him, a bit portly. He slows down across amongst a few of the food vendors and comes back with some grilled fish in his hands on skewers.
Interestingly enough, often well herbed and well spiced. There's quite a great deal of spices that come in and out of the city and tend to be very easily acquired on like black market sales and stuff like that. So much more of the like more rare and delicious spices that would not be even seen in even the higher courts of other places will be found easily on the streets in Dallaport. So it is a culinary exquisite time for most people, but not well done. Not well done to Jurin's like, taste buds. But hey, look, spices are spices, The gnome kind of like turns his gaze towards Fern. Hey there.
Are you waiting for us? We're trying to cross the bay here.
Yes, I am. You're the lost that what's his name? Hagen
The captain.
Yeah, the captain. Yeah. All right. Well, this is your boat, and you points down towards the boat, and it is one of the most dingy boats that you've ever seen in your life. There's like holes in it. There's like, there's like a dead fish at the very end of it. It smells. It's a bit rotten, but it has like the emblazoned insignia of like the port guard on like kind of the bow of it, and it seems to be the nicest thing about this boat. One oar that's kind of been broken and like taped back together, and then like a bit of wood on that. Like,
I'm sorry, but you expect us to go out and that?
It's simply dilapidated.
Well, you could always swim.
Well, I don't think it's going to hold my weight.
Oh no, it's a very sturdy boat. This is old reliable. Everyone knows old reliable. It never has sunk yet, except for that one time it almost sunk. Almost, but then it did not.
We're going to hop in an almost sunk boat.
That was the last time it was used, maybe?
Oh, no. It was used last month, I think, for something. Can't remember it for sure.
Can I make an insight check to see whether or not he's actually being legit about the quality of this boat?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah, my dice suck. That's an 8. Actually, it could be worse. Hold on. No, that's an 8.
Mm-hmm. Never forget that the stream can give you advantage, but no, he's like,
sorry, it's a 6.
Cool.
Stream can also give disadvantage.
They can give disadvantage. Well, that's very good. But he's like, he seems to be like, you trust this guy? This is a very reliable boat. Obviously, everyone knows it's reliable for sure. It's a legend.
Can I spend a moment just to inspect the boat just from the dock, and I see any smaller holes, possibly cast mending on it?
Oh, you could, yeah. It takes 10 minutes to cast mending, but you can kind of like, you want to get into the boat and cast mending, or you want to like just cast it over the boat from the docks?
I might try on from the docks.
Yeah, try from the docks. You like start like casting mending, like you're like doing this, and the gnome with the bushy beard is like,
with disdain, I'll step on the boat.
Yep. So yes, Fern.
Oh, I was just gonna say, while all this is happening, Fern is using her conjuration ability to just conjure essentially like a very early life preserver made out of cork.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a cork life preserver. It's like the hat. Yeah. You like get like that. It's like a little cork like vest more than anything else. Like a little little floaties. Just make sure you're gonna be good. And what were you doing, Darcy? Sorry,
I was just going to step on the boat.
Yeah, you said on the boat. Sorry, and you hear that, and you feel it rock slightly, but the boat does not sink.
filled with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, quick mission's a good mission.
Reliable will never send you on. That's just a simple fact there. Reliable never sends you on.
And you're coming with us, I presume?
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, who's going to row?
Oh, I imagine one of you. Look at this. Look at this strong lad here. Who's tabaxi. Look at that. Look at you go there. You're all over it.
I'm sorry, but rowing is beneath me. That's not the kind of. I mean, we've got Methil. You seem to be.
Is that a gnome joke? Did you just make a comment on my size?
I think it's time for us to leave.
I'm
sorry, lad.
The boat will do fine.
Did you just call me bloody short?
Fern quickly hops in.
I imagine it's a bit too dainty for your feline nails.
I guess I'm going to pick up I guess I'm going to oar duty.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Right. Well, you have a lovely trip. See you next fall. And he like hops up and like puts the rod on his back and starts walking the dogs. And, like, so that's kind of like
Don't think we'll fall too far.
He like eyeballs you just a little bit. It's like another short joke. It's like
Gnomes
just staring into the water.
He's clearly very sensitive about his height. You imagine. And like, yeah, he walks off, and you all kind of jump the boat. John, you complete your casting of mending as the individuals get onto the boat, and you feel it's a bit more sturdy. There's something about all reliable that it feels like it's almost like built to be looking dodgy, but you all kind of get on.
This semi-reliable.
Like, listen, this semi-reliable. You do definitely hear a crack from some part of the boat as one of you like jumps on, but it hasn't started sinking yet that you can tell. And yeah.
Well, I won't be the only one on the dock. I hop on in.
Fern switches to create a bucket and just starts like getting ready to be on bail duty.
Yeah, you're going to be able to. You put the bucket next to you. Like, you're a cork vest, like the sun hat. Yep, it's quite sunny. Obviously, like the sun's kind of like out on like across Dalport, and this is like quite a nice like hot sunny day. And you all begin to row your way out. I imagine Monsoon is taking the lead, or is it Darcy? Mathen.
Monsoon's going to perch like on the very end, as far away from sort of any kind of water as possible, and be as little involved in any kind of effort as he can possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd sort of glance around. I picked up the oars in desire to get away from that confrontation earlier. So I think I'm probably, if there's one person rowing, it's probably me.
It's probably you. It's, you know. So it's the strength. You got this. Yeah. So you begin rowing, and like, you know, it takes you like an hour or so, like an hour and a half to get there. But as you kind of approach where like you've been directed, you can see at the very horizon, unlike the sunny kind of shores of what is called the Queen's Coast, because it's like Dalport's on the Queen's Coast, you see like a dark cloud on the horizon. It seems like a small patch of storm, or maybe a storm front coming in from the south. As you get closer and closer, you start to be rained on. Like there's rain falling on into the boat, and at this point you kind of like get the bucket, you like start ever so lightly just getting a bit of the water out, just because it's raining quite heavily. And I just imagine you all continue going towards like into the eye of the storm.
Are there any other?
Yeah, it only lasts an hour, so I'll just keep recasting the bucket.
Yeah. Are there any other buckets in the boat at all?
There's no buckets in this boat. It's a one bucket kind of boat, and it lost the bucket.
Oh, is it all right if I try to use my shield of some kind and try to assist with bailing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you're generally managing pretty well with just the one bucket. It is obviously raining, but it's raining like relatively heavily. But as you kind of like start to like kind of help with some of the paling with your shield, in the distance you see a ship. I'll quickly give it to you guys. It is on the Kraken card. So did you bring up the Kraken card? You can have a look at. Hold on, not that one. Not the Kraken card. My bad. Actually, the cargo card. That's a bit for later. All right. And yeah, you see this quite nice ship. It's kind of just coasting in the water, and the kind of rain is pouring down kind of around it. And you see like the masthead is this like woman holding like what seems to be a pipe in her hand, as well as what feels to you. And I want you to all do me a quick perception roll on this boat as well as you start to like approach closer towards it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's a great perception roll. 23.
Natural 1.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Monsoon got a 16. It's very focused on the boat because it's a bigger, drier area for him to be on.
Yep. For anyone who got above a 15.
15 exactly.
15 exactly. And John, you've seen the water. It's very important. Something about this water?
Wet.
It's wet. It's watery. More wet than usual water you'd suspect, but
Technically, I got 6, but I did roll a natural 1.
you're eyeballing it. Yeah. For everyone who got above 15, there is a quiet to this place that unsettles you. There's the creaking kind of this boat as it lists in the water, but more than that, there's something more to that silence, something that puts a little chill at the back of your spine. Just taking a moment, you approach, obviously, the boat, the rain kind of pouring down around you. And I imagine you're going to begin to kind of get on board. As you get on board, you get onto like the main deck of the actual place, which will have changed on your card now as well. So you should be able to see kind of what the main deck looks like. And there is no one here. There's seemingly nothing here. There's a boat, there's some barrels and stuff like that. The regular things you'd imagine a ship to have, but there's a distinct lack of people and a distinct lack of that anyone's ever here. That's where you find yourselves. Welcome to the Glacier. You do see the name of the ship at the very back for everyone who got that, again, that 15. Yeah, this is where you find yourselves.
I'd like to tie our boat up to the glacier if I can.
Mm-hmm. You may. Yep, you tie it off relatively easily. It's not too much of an issue. You do know how to obviously handle, like, tying a knot. But yeah, and you feel it's relatively well secured.
As soon as the boat's starting to be tied up, Monsoon will jump across to the large ship and start clambering up the side.
Vern's going to go ahead and preemptively cast mage armor on herself.
All right, so you cast that. This will be for the next 8 hours. You've got that sweet mage armor. All right, wonderful. Now with this as well in the Roll20, you should be able to see also the card that I've got there as well. You are able to kind of look at that, and it will fit together relatively nicely with all the other like aspects of the boat. So at the moment you're only in the main deck, but you can go to other places. So you step onto the boat. What would you like to do first? There seems to be no one here.
I'd like to don my shield. And gear up, basically. Unsling my club.
Can I hear anything? Can I like listen out to like see if can I hear anything below deck?
Roll me a perception check, and because the kind of rain is like it's a little bit hard to hear, it will be with disadvantage, unfortunately.
Okay, that's cool. It's not good regardless. 9.
That's all right. No, nothing you can hear quite below deck. The like rain kind of is just like slapping on like your head. Obviously the deck as well. It is rocking the ship like relatively heavily at this point, but like it seems to like just be kind of very difficult to kind of perceive anything else. But you can see a hatch just kind of at the just there in front of the stairs there, which you can see that can kind of go down.
Shall we? Should we call out?
Well,
Hello? Anyone on board?
You agree with the silence.
Monsoon will head over to the hatch and try to very carefully and quietly open it and sort of peer through and see what he can see.
Cool. I want you to grab me, if you can, the Kraken card. Because only you'll be able to see this, because you'll have to be having a look down into the bowels of the ship. It's exciting.
I am having some technical issues here, so bear with me.
That's all good. So that should be revealed to you. You should be able to see what's down there.
Did we notice that the ship was anchored, or is it just floating around?
Just like floating, it seems.
Oh, that's encouraging.
Yeah, it feels abandoned, you would suppose. There doesn't seem to be any signs of struggle, at least on the main deck, as far as like if anyone was killed. But it is raining, and so potentially if there was a fight or some kind of clash, the blood may have been wiped away from the rain. But even then, you would see some sign of maybe dried blood. It does get a bit harder to scrub off blood once it gets in the wood.
We're not terribly too close to shore, are we?
No, not really. No, you're quite relatively far out at this point. You're now paddling out from Dallaport. So from the docks, you might have been able to see the little black cloud on the horizon, but yeah, you'd be pretty far out at this point.
I don't know a lot about boats, but shouldn't we at least cast the anchor down? Because I wouldn't want to be on this thing if we suddenly ran aground. Does anyone know where the anchor is on a boat?
Any of you sailors who got a sailor background? Turns out the sailor background is really useful right now.
I can't say that's my specialty. If you need me to cut a gem.
Likewise, I've been on many a boat, but I don't typically mess with the frivolous details.
Can we look over the side to see which end it is on?
It's on the front end of the ship.
Okay. Well, I would like to make my way over there to see if I can drop the anchor.
Wonderful. All right, grab me up the Market Square card, and you can actually have a look at where that is. Let me just get for you. Oh, there's port deck. Oh. And yeah. There you go. You can see, as you so there's a set of stairs you can see in the main deck. Kind of climb up those, and then you go towards the kind of where you can see a chain lock and a heavy looking anchor that's hanging off the side.
Okay, is it locked?
It seems to be you're locked in place. It would just require some strength to unlock it. Basically, it does take a few people to cast off an anchor.
Okay. Found the anchor, guys. Probably going to need a bit of help here. I'm not the strongest individual.
Mm-hmm.
I can do my best.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll jump up to help out.
Yep. Someone do me a strength check, and with your help, you'll get advantage on the strength check. Basically,
I will assist you, Mathil, in this.
Okay. Well, strength isn't my strong suit, but it seems like
it's not mine either.
Oh boy, I just crit. That's a natural 20, baby.
You cast off the anchor, and with the kind of anchor being cast off, you cast it off so good it stops raining.
Oh my god! So I like to think I roll up my sleeves, and you see on my elven arms basically just dragon scale tattoos all up my arms, and then just with a mighty push, loose it.
Yep. And the rain, as you kind of cast it off and it sinks to the bottom, the rain slows and stops eventually. And you're just sitting there, clouds still overhead, but it seems to be where the eye of the storm kind of sits, and just there's again that disturbing calm is still present on the ship, but at least now you can kind of hear yourself think a little bit more clearly.
Curious coincidence, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit odd. I don't think you're that powerful to control the weather, are you?
And so, Hamish, how did your look down into the bottom go? By the way,
I believe Monsoon's eyes are tricking him at the moment. I'm having some technical problems.
That's what I thought. Oh, wild magic. Oh my god. More wild magic. Oh no. What's 100 do? Oh, that's cool. You generate all expended sorcery points. Good job, team. You feel invigorated by magic, you suppose. And it might have something to do with why the rain has stopped. It's hard to say. All right. So, do continue.
Well, we may as well go ahead further onwards into the ship.
Did you notice anything, Monsoon?
It's a little bit darker than I anticipated. It was just taking my eyes a moment to adjust.
I can help. Produces some light, tapping it on the end of her staff.
Mm-hmm.
Come and have a look down here as well.
You have a peer down into the main hold of the ship, and again the Kraken card, and you can kind of see down in there is what appears to be like where the cannons are, because it's a ship with cannons and stuff like that. It seems to be like a pretty heavily armed merchant vessel, from at least what you can see in the down below. But yeah.
Looks pretty clear down here.
All right, well, surely there's someone on board, and if not, we'll just sail the ship back into shore, and that's easy money.
This all seems a bit anticlimactic at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone know how to sail a ship?
I think that would be the hardest part of this.
That's
How
a real
hard could it
challenge.
be?
Get it.
You see grubby peasants doing it all the time. How hard
It's
is
just
it
it.
to figure it out?
It's the big saily things. You just put them up and then point to the ship in the right direction, and you're fine.
You're fine.
Monsoon's got the right idea. It's simple.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Well,
Oh dear.
realistically, the real gift and the real reward of the quest is that you guys get a boat.
All right.
Boats are expensive, team.
I'm gonna open
I'm
the
gonna
trap and descend down into the
Descend down. As you kind of descend down the stairs, I want you to roll me another perception check. This time without the disadvantage, because you can kind of hear yourself think a little bit more clearly now. You'll probably be at the top of the stairs, kind of looking down. You can kind of see in there.
I'll pretty much follow Marthel as well.
11 is what I got.
11. All right. So you don't manage to see anything too untoward, but you do hear like a clacking, some kind of some kind of movement down there, but it disappears as soon as you kind of hear it. You see something like kind of shift in the darkness there. Do you continue to go down?
Yeah. Hello? Is anyone here?
Empty when I looked.
Yep. And you kind of move out into the. So I'll get you to possibly move your characters as well. You should be able to move them around the place if you like. Just so I know where you guys are all moving towards and where you're moving from. Oh, 2 more wild magics. My word.
Woo.
Holy crap.
What do we got here? 59. You gain your lowest level spell slot extended spell slot.
Oops.
That cantrip is back. You got it.
If something doesn't hit, you should re-roll it, I reckon. Just so that
I reckon, that's get your values with. All right, so the next one is 13. Oh dear. You all get confusion. So as you walking down, kind of down, you get struck by a confusion. Roll me a wisdom check, please. Wisdom save, yeah.
Was that everyone?
Yeah, that's everyone because it's.
Oh no!
Oh no!
16.
I think it's everyone. Send it on yourself. Yeah.
11.
14.
16.
All right, everything above. So what you guys get? So 16, 17,
14.
14.
11.
11. Unfortunately, Fern, you are going to be getting confused today.
Sailing this boat's going to be super easy. We're just all like disoriented and messed up.
He wasn't behind us coming down the stairs, was he?
Wonderful. I think so. So you, creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll d8. So it's going to be a 1, 2, 3. So you start moving to basically the like back from where you came, like, and start moving directly that way. The creature doesn't take an action this turn. So you actually run off the boat, I think, if you're kind of up the top, like looking over. You just start moving straight across and you dunk yourself into the water. And it's wizard overboard. And like all of you like kind of look around, you're like, oh god, what the crap?
Oh dear.
And so
I think I saw something this way.
And the second one you get is you and all creatures in 30 feet, you gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute. So you feel like you get like pins and needles in like your body. You're like, oh, what the hell? Like by walking into the main hold, you feel like this sinister magic like hits you all at once, and Fern's like, nah, I'm out.
Should someone go and get
Yeah,
Fern?
I think we should. Rush over to the side of the boat.
Yep.
Yeah, Fern's just trying to swim farther out.
So it's only for like kind of about one. You start like use all the movements. So you move like end up 60 feet off the boat. So you're 30 feet away from the boat now. Do me an athletics check. Does Fern know how to swim?
Oh,
is that a skill?
Athletics?
Is that a skill Fern's picked up at wizard school?
I'm sure it's highly taught. It should be at least.
Now this is when the stream wants to add disadvantage to the roll. It's like, starts drowning. Oh no,
that is a 4.
Yeah,
athletics, not the wizard's strong suit.
You're not very good at swimming. You start like you start going under. You're like, oh, you're trying to doggy paddle, but you've got these obviously. I imagine like nice robes and like your spell book, which is now wet, and you're like stressing about that, and you're like trying to like
notice that he's struggling.
No, she's struggling. Yeah. You kind of see it, and you see like them struggling out to like 30 foot from the boat, and like, oh, that'll be fine. And kind of
I might cast. Can I cast Thorn Whip to act as a try to grip?
Yeah, try to grip
really have any rope on me.
It's
Fern's
fine.
Really wishing she'd kept up the life jacket at this point.
Oh, you could have kept that life jacket. That would have saved you for sure. That would have been an advantage for sure.
Damn.
You got a little more than that. Let's make sure we get the exact amount of distance you're actually out there. There we go. Perfect. Look at that.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
All right, Thorn Whip.
So I'd have to rush over to the side. Is she within 30 feet?
She's 40 feet away.
Oh.
She's like, drowning in the water.
So you can't reach? Is that the case?
I can't reach.
Yeah, Thorn Whip won't that far.
And I look over to Monsoon, and you are presumably staying as far away from the water as possible.
Is there a problem over there? Where's that wizard gone?
I'm like, I run and just like swan dive into the water.
Yep. Jump on
and swim over.
Can I look like?
And I'd cast light on my staff, so I'm just glowing, floating away.
You take 3 points of damage as you like drink a bunch of water in from the sea, like you start to drown a little bit. Roll me another athletics check, and roll me an athletics check as well. Methil.
I didn't think it was possible to really get worse than that, but that was a 3.
Cool. Yeah, you continue drowning.
I got a for athletics 13.
13. All right. So you managed to like swim over there, and like you're gonna have to like try and like get them and they're like they're thrashing at this point. They're like, help! Yeah. I imagine. Don't want to see what you're doing, but it's definitely like
at this point, yeah. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening.
I'd like to look for
Turn.
some rope or some barrels or something that we could possibly tie up and throw overboard as a
You should be able to see a barrel inside the scene. And wow, amazing! So you actually do have some rope and some barrels there that you can like cast out.
Fern, get a hold of yourself. I'm just like swimming backwards, trying to drag.
So you're no longer confused, but you are like at this point like feeling the drowning stress. Now I'll get Mathen to also roll the athletics once they get there to help them, because they're thrashing around pretty roughly.
All right,
I'll give you disadvantage for that because they are like
disadvantage.
They're being difficult.
It would have been a 19, but instead a 9.
9 doesn't quite do it. All right, Fern, you take another 2 points of damage as you're like thrashing around, and you end up like thrashing at Mathel, and dunking Mathel down a little bit into the water as well, dragging him down with you. You're like,
I'm happy. Like if it's just like not working, I'm happy to use a key point to Step of the Wind to just like really launch back to the boat.
Yeah. If you use a Step of the Wind, you'll absolutely it'll be relative success because you're using your monk skills and powers, and Fern will be safe. So yeah, what you want to do? You do that. It's pretty straightforward. You jump back and you get them back on the boat, and Fern, you're looking a little bit like a drowned rat, but you are safe from being drowned.
Kind of shaking it off my hooves.
Yeah.
Seems like a strange time to be going for a swim.
I don't know what happened. I thought something was off in that direction. I just really felt like I had to go that way. I
have a bad feeling about this ship.
Yeah, I think it had to do with the boat.
Yep.
Everyone should be ready for more.
Mathel, thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't have survived much longer out there on my own.
I'll say what my father said to me. Don't say thank you. Just make sure you don't do it again.
That's fair. And I create another life vest. Just put it on.
There's some spicy daddy issues happening in this game. Juan, at this point when they get back on the boat, you've just finished like tying a rope to this barrel, and you're like, you're fine.
That sounds about right.
Your help is noted. And I guess
we're going to proceed. Yeah, we'll proceed down into the boat.
All right.
Yeah.
Very normal situation.
Very normal situation. Very cash money of everyone. Fern, you do have a character that you're able to use. It's the one with the fire around it. I wasn't sure if that was exactly what you needed for your token, but
that's great.
Yeah, seems good. All right, so you start heading down to the bottom. So the second level is over here. You can kind of start heading down if you like, moving your characters across and such.
Mm-hmm. Fern will try to take up the back unless anyone else wants it.
Yep. So you all start heading down into the bowels of the ship.
I'll be more towards the front.
There are cannons, and as you can see, kind of like to the side where the dinner, like there's dinner tables there. And the dinner tables look like they have food. You examine the actual card a little bit closer, the Kraken one, and it looks like whoever was here is just up and gone. Like they didn't seemingly like finish their meal. They're just kind of gone. And I'll get Mathel to kind of roll me another perception as you kind of start moving into the room more properly.
7. I got my crit, so now it's all over. That's write me off.
Yeah, write you off. Okay, I shall.
It seems like it's a cabin.
So, it's fine observation there, Mathel.
Thank you.
Do we have light up at all?
My staff is still glowing. I'll keep light up on that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a pretty big area. I would like to wander over to the tables. Was there still like food sitting on the table and so forth? I just want to have a look to see whether or not I can determine how long ago it was, just from the state of the meals.
Roll me your tool proficiency for cooking utensils proficiency.
Let's get this a bit wrong.
Using unique tools to figure out stuff. Wow.
Oh, he's good.
With my help, he could be the best.
Let's get thrown off by the proficiency on this.
It should be +2.
Then I get a 12.
Nice. You estimate that the length that this food has been out, and you kind of like have a like it seems relatively rotten, dried, and like food, like because of the salty air, you'd imagine it wouldn't have like rotted as badly as it would, say, in the swampy areas of Dallaport. But you estimate, and you kind of have a little taste of some of the food, I imagine, in your examination. That is probably about like 3 months like ago that this food was probably made. Like it's been out for a few months, but
so it's like, typical shit fare, basic cheeses, that sort of stuff.
Cheeses, there's like a crust of bread, like what looks like some like leeks or something like that, some kind of like green, something like a cucumber or pickle.
And nothing I could determine from origin point or anything like that? No unique fare?
Not with only
not
at 12.
With 12.
Not with 12. But you get an idea of how long it's been out, for sure.
During the food detective.
Yeah.
This food has clearly been here a number of months, guys.
Call me Sherlock Scones.
Good.
Yep.
Months? How long did the captain say that the ship had been out here?
It had only just arrived, so it's kind of like coasted in, you assume, from the ocean, but it's now the captain's problem, so he's now made it your problem instead.
Ships don't just sail themselves, surely.
I guess unless anyone else wants to do anything, I'll just approach a door and open it.
Which one? This one over here? Absolutely. All right. So it reveals what appears to be a crew cabin. And inside this crew cabin, I'm just going to quickly pop that down there for you. The exposed card is as well the card you want to be having a look at if you want to have a look at what the crew cabin looks like. So let me give it to you guys. And it seems to be like pretty standard crew quarters. Though what you do notice in this crew quarters is actually a skeletal figure, like just kind of lying down in kind of like what appears like in the end of the room. It's just there.
We have a corpse in here of some kind. If anyone feels comfortable with those sorts of things.
Wouldn't say I'm necessarily comfortable with the dead, but shall we all go have a look, or?
I mean, I'm gonna steer clear if I can, but
spooky, scary skeletons.
And in that case, I guess I can go check it out.
I'll join you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
God, thank you. It's like whatever the confusion was, like, oh, it's come to get me. You kind of like go a little bit closer to it, and do me an investigation check, each of you, if you'd, and kind of tell me how you want to examine this this thing.
Yeah. I think Fern, being more of like with the background as a trader, is going to try to like determine more about who this person might be as opposed to how they died. Just trying to like use the objects around them.
And I would determine like how they died.
No, I need to stop using this dice.
How'd you go?
That's a 1. It keeps getting lower.
Oh, it keeps getting lower. You're like,
well, if it keeps going, it's got to hit 20 then.
Exactly.
Right?
It might go round the bottom and then down out the top again. That's good.
So it appears. And for you, Joan, you've also done more of a like trying to figure out how they died.
Yes.
All right. What I might get you to roll instead of an investigation maybe is more of a heal check then, because you'll actually be looking at the bones and see if there's any like scuffs or breaks.
So like medicine?
Yeah, like medicine. That's what I meant. Yeah.
I've got a 15 then.
Wonderful. So, Fern, you believe that the armor this skeleton is wearing, you can kind of see there's like a bluish hue to it, and you're relatively adept at like knowing kind of magical objects and like special kind of materials and stuff. And you believe that the armor this thing is wearing is actually mithril, like a mithril breastplate that's on this skeleton, which is, as you probably know, quite valuable. Usually reserved for the elves and special warriors of that sort of thing. As for you, John, Juran, you have a kind of examine of the bones, and it seems to you that there's no obvious like point. Like you kind of like pull up the armor of it and look at the bones inside, and it's like mostly bones. It seems that like the flesh has been eaten away by something, like the organs, all this kind of stuff is just gone. But there's no obvious point that you can see that the bones have been like cut or broken, like with a sword or something. And it seems that is just the flesh has just fallen off this thing, and then.
So not so much just.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, and as you kind of like look at that, you're like, "Wow, that's really freaky." And you turn like kind of back to Fern. You're kind of discussing like what you found. So
isn't that incredible? Such wealth. This must have been one of the people on board that like hired it or owned the ship. There's no way a typical sailor would have mithril armor.
Oh, he has with mithril. Wow. Okay. Yeah, but is this the crew quarters or?
I maybe this person ran in here after the meal. I'm not sure, but I mean, I doubt any of the crew who would have such this craftsmanship is exquisite.
Oh, well, I revealed to him what I've noticed. It's almost like the meat on the bones have just lopped right off, just come all off at once. There's no signs of rot or anything of that nature. It's just gone.
It's as you say that you feel on your leg the skeleton moves and grabs you by like the calf, Joan, and like you feel this blazing pain enter into your body as you take 5 points of necrotic damage from this like skeleton's grip, like, and you hear this earth, like this kind of deep, angry howl, like of deep ocean, like the waves turning and rolling like this as it stands and go to initiative basically. And you, Mathel and Moon Monsoon will also hear this kind of like rolling deep sound of like deep ocean from where they are as well, and it kind of seems to echo through the ship. All right, so quickly get your initiatives, and we'll
19
from there. Wonderful.
17.
Nice. Now you can add your initiative orders in this little turn order thing. Now, how fun and fresh.
Good. Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah. There we go.
Roll of 5.
Oh no.
I got 21.
Oh, very spicy.
Oh, damn.
Then we will descending order. All right. So this skeleton activates, and then it is it's long. Monsoon's turn is up first with the spooky eyes and cloak. So you hear this like rolling like from inside here, and it kind of echoes through the ship. It is kind of hard to discern exactly where the sound truly comes from because it feels like the ship itself just kind of growled at you.
So Monsoon will just sort of casually wander over to the door where the other guys are, and poke his head through and go, did I hear someone say something about wealth, something expensive, something nice?
Money? Cash money?
can I see the skeleton at all, or?
Yeah, you can see the skeleton. Like it has risen, risen up from the floor, and is like this, like it seems to like as it kind of like it stands up, is like this kind of coal, like there's like coal attached to the armor in some places.
Okay.
And it's like pulled like at June's like leg and is like trying to like drag him away.
Well, in that case, I'll dash over, and with a flourish of my rapier and a swirling of the cloak, will attempt to poke this thing in the head.
Tell me you slid over that table as well.
Oh, absolutely.
You got to slide over the table. If there's a table, you got to slide over. Like,
exactly.
Claps everything to the ground.
So the way I see Monsoon is if you know who the actor Doug Jones is.
I think so.
Doug Jones, so like Saru in Deep Space and Star Trek Discovery, Abe Sapien and Hellboy. He's a very physical, long-limbed. That's what, imagine him in a catsuit. That's what Monsoon's like.
Real quick, actually, you said the warlock gets the wild magic. There is no warlock. You mean the wizard? June gets it. All right. June, are you a warlock? Oh, there you go. June, roll me a
food magic.
Roll me sorry, let me just check. I think it's a wisdom.
A warlock with a culinary patron.
I think it's a wisdom save.
Not bad for a character.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Please succeed.
I think it's about 16.
Please succeed.
Oh, that's 17.
17. All right. You feel like yourself almost turn into a sheep. Like you have like feelings of being woolly and like a sheep, and you're like, and you manage to resist.
Oh, that felt bad.
Yeah, you can almost like become like lamb brisket. You're like, oh, hold up, not today, and you succeeded not being polymorphed. Like. God damn, polymorphed. Oh, that's a rough. Wild magic. All right.
So I'll try and stab this thing in the head.
Go for it.
That's so I rolled a 4. So that's a 10.
No, it's a no. By the way, as well, obviously the wildfire card is where you can actually see the creature that we've got here as well. So if you want to have a quick gander with that, you can. But you don't manage to quite hit it. Do you want to try and attack again with some key points? Oh wait, no, you don't have key points there. I'm crazy.
Some key points.
No key points for you. Get out here,
here, have some.
Get out of here, you rogue.
No, that's me. I'm spent. I'm done.
Although, if you're, you might have been able to actually get advantage of that, but that's so good. We'll then move on to our cool actual monk, Mathel.
One of these fake monks.
No, these fake monks.
Hey.
So
Tabaxi monk. It's just always in my brain. Yeah. Tabaxi monk is what's happening.
I guess from my perspective, I saw Monsoon just like poke his head in and go, oh, and then just like run to action.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna follow suit, and sort of just dart around Fern. I guess how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can get there. Shouldn't be a problem. And dart around Durin and make an attack with my quarterstaff, I guess.
Yep, go for it.
Not bad. That'll be 24 to hit.
Oh, no.
24 to hit does in fact hit the heavily armored skeleton.
Starting to get real skeptical about these rolls because it usually doesn't go this well.
Yeah, it's a one shot. It's got to go well sometimes.
6. No, that's 9 damage, and I'll do a flurry of blows as well.
Oh, absolutely! You got to do a flurry of blows.
Yeah, that's the contractual obligation.
You're not made of stone. Come on.
Yeah,
give me natural 20s. I need these natural 20s.
So 15, does 15 hit?
15 does not hit. It has like what seems to be like a heavy breastplate on.
Yeah, okay. So I go to, I think I like crack it with the staff and then just follow up and try and punch it and just go, and just completely stopped by the armor. Wasn't expecting it to be that hard.
Yeah. And you give it another kick with your second, because you get 2 attacks with the flare blows.
No, do I? Oh,
yeah,
no, I'll do the single one. I won't use a key point. I won't. Sorry, not flurry of blows, just an offhand bonus attack, unarmed strike.
Okay.
I'll holster that.
Okay, holster that. That's all good. All right. Then is Fern. You see the skeleton come to like it's got magic armor on. Oh no.
Yeah. Fern backs up, looks around. I think it appears like there's a table in the room.
Mhm.
And we'll try to cast catapult on the table.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just out of instinct, just throw it into the skeleton.
All right. Yep. Turn the skeleton. Does it have to
so it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Cool. It gets a 7 for its dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
That doesn't seem very like it's going to. He gets hit with a catapult.
Yeah. So in that case, then I think it takes and the table takes 3d8 damage.
It's an evil table.
Evil table.
7. Wow, I'm not rolling well tonight. That's a total of 8.
Oh, it takes 8 damage. Oh, how will it live with this all this damage? Now that is magical damage, or is just like bludgeoning damage? I imagine.
And back up. Bludgeoning.
Yes, that's all good then. All right, is now its go. Now, Fern, from behind you, well, make a quick perception check as you kind of hear. As you hear some stuff, because it makes a similar kind of groan as it like seems to stare down these 4 adventurers that it's currently fighting against.
That is a grand total of 13.
Wonderful. You hear another like groan a little bit from behind you. Again, it's got that warped sense of where the noise is coming from, but you look behind you and you can see like another one of the skeletons standing up just over here. And it walks 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Don't increase the size of it. 30. And it's like...
It grew bigger.
And yeah, the scene... We'll just leave that there for now.
There's another one.
And the other one is going to actually reach to probably Jury again. And sorry, Jury, gotta get you. All right, it's got a 19 to hit you on the dice, so I think it probably hits, and it's going to do 7 points of necrotic damage again, as like you feel like its grip around probably your shoulder, like it presses its like sharper kind of like obviously bony claws into you, and you feel this racking of pain as your nervous system kind of like goes, oh god. Wonderful.
Bad touch.
It is now your turn. How do you want to respond to a spawn?
Probably will just go shillelagh on my club and then just when to attack it.
I want to believe that you're doing like the power of grace film. It's like shillelagh.
Yeah, pretty much shillelagh.
You say the words. Yeah. All right. Give it a whack.
Never read these dice sometimes. What's that? The wisdom modifier, isn't it? So that's a 14.
Doesn't quite manage to hit. Again, the heavy armor it's a little bit too spicy for it. Because it should be. Yeah, you should be getting a +5 to hit with that. Yeah, that's a good. Don't manage to quite hit, but it is nonetheless Monsoon's go.
All right.
You can get kind of behind it and try and get the old razzle dazzle.
No, swashbuckler, man. I'm all
you're good.
Swashbucklers just have sneak attack on everything all the time, basically.
There will be an impressive flourishing of the rapier again, a swirling of the cloak, and an almighty stab. And I rolled an actual 1.
That's good.
You caught my rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that unfortunately hits, unfortunately. Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's about looking good, not necessarily being effective.
Sometimes it is nice to have advantage on those attack rolls, but that's all good.
So I will, however,
yes,
using my fancy footwork, then back up out of range of this thing. Let me just go and move myself slightly. I'll move back.
We should close the door.
I'm going to come over here.
Hold the door.
And can I close the door?
You can close the door. What's your fancy footwork a bonus action?
So fancy footwork just lets me leave combat without using the disengage action, and the people don't get an attack of opportunity.
So what I'll allow you to do with your I think it's cunning action. I'll allow you to use like close the door basically, because you have to use an action, so usually you can, but because you got like cunning action, you basically like pull your foot against the door and like close it shut. And you're like, okay, that should be fine, right? Right.
Absolutely. What could go wrong from here?
What could go wrong from here? Nothing. Then it is Fern's go. Fern, you saw the skeleton for a quick second. It was close the door behind you. Like,
I think it might be me, isn't it? Sorry.
No, it is. No, I accidentally. I skipped you because I went to the next
That's
person.
cool.
It's now your turn, Matthew.
I'm just gonna make another couple of attacks.
Come on,
go for it.
You got this.
Get him, Matthew.
So here we go.
You got this.
I'm also going to my draconic discipline. I can change the damage type of my unnamed strikes. So I'm going to make it fire.
Yep.
Let's see how that goes.
I should have given you the flames in the background. My mistake. All right, go for it.
Okay, so my main attack, he probably hit. It's 23.
Definitely hits. Yeah.
7 damage with the quarter strike.
Yep. Absolutely. 7 damage.
Sorry.
Yep.
And then go to punch again, and I've like charged up the flame fist this time. Gong! And once again, just I'm like, this time I'm gonna get it, but I didn't.
Yep. So in like a kind of beautiful display of like dragon style like energy, your father would maybe be proud of you.
Jury's out.
Jury's out. You like manage to land a pretty heavy blow on the skeleton, and it like kind of jostles back. Its like jaw kind of cracked as you land that good first punch, but then it kind of like obviously you hit the second one and just hits straight in that arm, and you're like, oh! It's always the same hand too. You just like me go angle it a bit better.
That's my good hand. Usually,
my good hand. Then it moves to Fern's go.
So the door's closed now.
Yep.
But
arcane lock on the door. That's what you really need.
There you go. Yeah,
and then it
was on my spell list. I was like, I'll never use that.
You don't use arcane lock. Ridiculous.
Right. Didn't take that class.
Say grab the table, but it's over there.
Yeah, I already destroyed the table. Again, I think I'll just instinctually just reach out and cast Frostbite at it. So I need it to make a Constitution saving throw. I have not fought skeletons before, so Fern is very unaware of any resistances or immunities they have. So it would be a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Cool. Yeah. Does succeed on its Constitution saving throw because it's a big old skeleton man.
And does nothing. So Fern will continue to back up against the wall of the boat.
Yep. For your reference as well, the table has not been broken.
Ooh, okay.
I have rolled for table break. Table was not broken.
All right.
Wonderful.
One more catapult.
So it is now the skeleton's go. Skeleton on the outside, like, bangs on the door. Oh, advantage from Monsoon. Congratulations, Monsoon. You have advantage. So it starts banging on the door and like it tries to like open up. Do me a strength save, and you can use your advantage for this one to like stop it from entering into the room.
Yeah. I'm not very strong, so we'll go with the advantage. That's still only a 12.
Still only a 12? Let me check.
13. Sorry?
13. All right. So it like starts banging on the door, and you hear that there is actually probably 2 of them out there at this point. Like you can kind of get the sense that like there's definitely 2, but you managed to hold the door safe with your advantage because you really need that. Yeah. The other one in the room with you guys like looks to the monk and tries to grab hold of you this time. Does a 18 hit you?
Ooh. Me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Got him. It's all good.
Oh yeah.
You take 4 points of necrotic damage as it like grabs hold of you, and like you again feel that kind of sharp biting kind of pain, that cool like sensation of your nerves kind of dying as you feel the necrotic damage take hold. Then it is of course June's go.
Oh dear, I'm not doing much to this undead.
But Jaren, smash his head.
Smash his head, June. You're clear. You got this.
Smash his head.
You got this.
Get it.
Yeah.
Rip his head off.
Kill him.
Drink his soul.
Jesus,
Not that kind of cleric.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
I thought you were a warlock.
Yeah, it's just wrong way around. Cleric.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
18? Yeah, that hits. That just hits actually because it's got that heavy armor.
So that's a D8. Let's see. That's a whole 6 damage.
Cool, 6 damage. And that is what damage type?
That's magical.
Magical. And that?
I'm pretty sure that's
Oh, it's good. Shillelagh. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, Shillelagh.
That manages to kill the skeleton then. Yeah. The skeleton like kind of like you crack it on the head and it crumbles basically into the ground. And as it does so, you see that it crumbles and turns to sand. This beautiful like white powdery sand. All right. So just make sure that's marked there. You can, of course, still hear on the outside the skeletons like calling out, but then it is Monsoon's go.
I am. Screw it. Hearing the death of the previous one and being the heroic individual that all swashbucklers are, what I want to try and do is throw open the door and then
roundhouse kick them all to death.
Close. I want to try and dive between them so I can get behind them. Maybe using my cunning action in some fashion, and then start trying to stab them.
No, I'll get you to do an acrobatics check with that cunning action, and if you succeed the acrobatics check, you may absolutely do so. That's like kind of like because they both have swords, they're like cut down around you, and you're like dodging through the sword blades as you're doing it.
This can't possibly go wrong in any fashion.
Couldn't possibly, no. Surely not.
Oh, balls. So that's an 11.
11.
That dice needs to go away.
And 11 will manage to get you behind them. I will, however, give only one of them an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay.
God damn, I am rolling really well. Cool. The sword hits you.
Okay.
You take. Let's get this one. Oh, you take 12 damage.
Holy!
6 of it being piercing damage, the other 4 being necrotic damage, and an extra on top as it hits you.
You guys would see Monsoon throw the door over and heroically throw himself through, and then there'd be this almighty scream of pain.
Like, ah!
Maybe he's all right.
Stab the one that got me.
They've cut a little bit of your tail off.
Oh, no, dude.
That's not cool, man. That's not cool.
There's a limit. It's like a tiny little. Just need the tip.
All right, so I'm going to roll a natural 20 now.
Yeah, do it. Get that natural 20.
Oh, so close. It's a 24.
You do definitely hit with that, for sure.
Right, so that's going to be... So I get my sneak attack because of my swashbucklery goodness.
Absolutely.
So that is 2d6 and my d8.
Kill them.
Oh, that's not as nice. So that's 10 plus number... That's 14 points of piercing damage.
What's piercing damage? All right. Oh, okay. There you go. Well, that does manage to...
Where did you slip past to, by the way? On the...
14. He slipped past to here, I believe, or somewhere around there.
Oh, true.
Yep. And you managed to kill the one that hurt your tail.
Yeah.
Wow. Straight in the head. Like, got him. Okay. And then it is your turn, Mathel.
Seeing that Durin just dusted that skelly, I'm gonna
literally again turning to dust, turning to sand.
I'm gonna run up and like launch off of the far side of the door frame and see if I can spin my quarterstaff and do
spinning heel kick.
Yep, that's it. It's all happening. Okay, quarterstaff is 12 to hit.
12 does not hit, unfortunately. No.
And then natural 1. So I like go to launch off the door frame and I just slip and like
why? Yeah. I just imagine that like there's like a particular image of your father being like, I'm not
disappointed present.
Just I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed.
That's it.
Oh, rough. I'm sorry, Mathel. You don't deserve this terrible life.
That's good.
It is nonetheless Fern's go.
Oh gosh.
Now this is particularly impressive because Fern, of course, Mathel's father thought you were a great student, very good in the arcane arts. So it's been a point of contention with you two before for sure.
I got serious misplaced contempt for that.
It's almost like this is turning into a fight for someone's love.
In this fight, however, I'm very jealous of Mathel because I feel like he's actually been able to do some things.
Yeah, he may fail, but he fails incredibly coolly. Like
I fail upwards.
He fails upwards.
He saved me already. I'm already very
very happy.
Oh gosh. Do I have a line of sight on that one, or do I have to move over?
I have to move like a pinch to the side. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one.
Fantastic. Just all my stuff's ranged, so
that seems good. Yeah, that's why I put you in those like little tight corridors.
Yeah.
Get inside the ship. It's so much fun.
Yeah, my 90-foot range stuff really comes in handy. Yep. I'll cast another frostbite at this one.
Yep.
That'll be a Constitution.
It's not 18, unfortunately. It succeeds. Sorry.
It's just like, okay, you got this.
There's nothing wrong with you casting the spell. It's just like they're just able to resist them. Not like power magic. So
change the game plan. Change the game plan.
All right, cool, wonderful. Then it is this character's this time this skeleton's go, and it will reach out this time to. It's going to try and, I think, attack Hamish once again, just because it just saw you kill its friend. And it gets... does a 15 hit you?
No, 15 does not.
It slashes out with its sword and doesn't manage to get you. It is now, it's now June's go.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to move over to the door at least. Do I see how hurt the old Monsoon is? Does Monsoon look pretty hurt, or?
Well, actually, you can use Ardent Roleplay to like select how hurt your character is, but you might be probably bloody at this point. Are you bloody, Monsoon?
Oh, definitely bloody. There is a lot of blood splattering around from his tail that's
flicking back and forth. It's like causing a huge mess.
You better fix that tail.
Yeah.
It's like a fountain. It's like, ugh.
I'm able to move through the door without no.
No, that's fine. Yeah, you're in certain squares, but that's all good.
Just be conscious of yourself there as well, Jaron. I know you took a few hits too, so
yeah, pretty sure I've got a higher armor than you. I'll be right, and I'll just cast a touch of cure wounds on you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh. 7 health.
Outstanding. Thank you most kindly.
Filled with healing juice. Oh, so good.
Yep. Lay a hand on the cat.
it might literally be juice. Maybe you feel like you have this delicious taste of like grape juice. Like, ooh, that's really nice. Oh, that's lovely.
A little bit of spritz.
There was a god of like wine and pies and good times, which you're more than happy to pray to if you'd like, as a cleric of some god.
That's one I probably should have picked.
It's fine. So it is definitely mood. But nonetheless, that is then your turn, Monsoon.
All right. Invigorated by the flow of healing magic through me, I shall spin about with a flourish of the cape again, which achieves nothing but looks great, and then try and stab the skeleton.
What's the point if you can't flourish?
I rolled a 2.
Well,
looks great. Can't hit the side of a barn.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's your Mathel to a T. You know, that's the energy you guys bring to the table.
Yeah. Elaborate show, just these incredible movements, which just are pointless.
Fantastic circus performance in the streets of Dalport. And then is, of course, the only Mathel's go.
Come on, buddy, you got this.
A couple of attacks, just a 1-2. With a flaming kick. 7 for the quarterstaff, so that probably doesn't hit. 12, does that hit?
It does not. This armored skeleton is like taking on his
shadow box.
Eldon's just standing there going, "Come on, guys."
Yep. Then it's the wizards go. All right, wizard takes away. You got this. Earn father's love.
Oh gosh. Okay. Fern digs deep inside herself. It's like, okay, I do know this one spell. It will lash out with Sasha's mind whip.
Sasha's mind whip. All right, go for it.
Just being like, nothing's working.
Take this. Oh my god.
Yes!
Gets a 19 to assist.
On its intelligence saving throw.
On its intelligence, like on the dice. That's what it gets. Oh, I saw it. It's a total of 17. My bad. It's not very smart.
No, it's still
like
I think you take the DM's dice away.
It's the comedy of errors. I don't know. Getting involved. Yep.
Fern is really reconsidering going back to opening up the gem store again.
Oh, it's definitely an option for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, look.
This wizard thing doesn't work out.
Look, we'll tie off a slave of crime and just become a merchant prince. Merchant. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Then
got yourself a boat.
Then it's the skeletons go again. Skeleton this time is going to attack Mathel, I think. And gets a 16 to hit you.
Just.
And this time it's with a long sword as well, so it's a bit more spiteful.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Yeah. It is 11 points of damage, 8 of which is necrotic, 2 of which is piercing.
That's like a good hunk of maybe just straight into the shoulder. I'm just like,
yep. You notice as well that the blade itself looks to be made of not quite metal, but maybe coal instead. Like it's like this coaly, porous looking blade, which stabs into you, much like the Nazgul blade. But that is none other than the fabulous June's go.
Well, I don't really have too much up my sleeve at the moment. It's only the first encounter. So I guess I will just try smashing it again with Shillelagh.
Mm-hmm. Give it a whack. Give it the Lord's justice.
That's looking a bit better. It's +5 on those ones, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 21.
Yeah. You definitely hit with that.
Yes.
Kill it.
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. Take some damage. But he's still alive. All right, then is the lovely Monsoon's go.
All right.
This time,
good news.
You got it.
You got the advantage this time as well. Thank you, stream, for giving us that. For ending this terrible combat.
Okay, all right.
Thwarted by 3 skellies.
We're just going to let Monsoon kill everything from now on.
I appreciate it. Okay, good. I needed it. So that's a 22.
22 definitely hits, yep.
All right, so with sneak attack, That'll be, that's more like it. 17 points of piercing damage.
You kill it more than enough, and it is slain. It lands back into the wall as you like get this like Columbus strike. How do you kill this the skeleton?
So there'll be again the cloak will billow and almost like it's got a life of its own, and there'll be an elaborate display of sword work.
There's a tiny little guitar riff in the background, like
almost in slow motion. That the rapier blade will go through like the nose hole. Out the back of the skull, and then I'll just like rip the skull off the top of the skeleton across the room.
The skull goes careening across the room to be smashed against one of the cannons, and the creature falls to sand, and the armor falls down with it.
And then I will instantaneously proceed to examine my tail and make sure that it's okay.
Roll me Roll me a dexterity saving throw to how badly hurt your tail might or might not be.
Oh, I feel this is torture.
It is a little bit torture. Oh no, I would never torture people. I'm a nice GM.
The 17.
Your tail will not have any kinks in it, but it has been hurt. But ultimately is fine. There's little blood like coming from it. You managed to like it dodged out of the way just enough that it was very painful, obviously, because you have sensitive tail, but there's no permanent damage, you'd say.
Just sort of disregard everybody else for a minute or two while I just sort of make sure it's okay and check it and stroke it. And
you're just stroking, like licking, like, all right. Like a little cry, like, meh. It seems that the healing from Jurin would have like maybe saved it a little bit as well when he like passed that healing towards you. But you've dealt with at least these skeletons in their mysterious natures. How do you wish to proceed from here?
How you're feeling after that?
I've felt better, surely.
Yeah. Well, I can see now why those people that were sent here before didn't come back. That was a really tough fight.
Wait, someone's already been here before? I missed that.
I thought the captain had said a few people were sent and never returned.
A few people were sent, but they returned immediately without even stepping on the boat. Because they were like, no, spooky, don't like it. Hard pass. Probably like in the first little bit where you guys like, people just jumped off the boat for no reason, and there was like some serious stuff. That was your option to turn back. Those guys like, hard no. No,
that's fair.
This is adventuring business. Yeah.
I mean, if anyone has any medical assistance, that would be.
You cough up a little bit of blood
to the ground a little bit.
I'll walk it off. Nah, I'll walk over and just lightly touch my hand on him and cast a Cure Wounds on you.
Okay.
For a whole.
Thank you.
Ooh, a 7 again.
Oh, nice.
What kind of delicious food would you like Mathel to taste as he gets healed?
A nice blue vein cheese I have in my bag of holding.
Oh, lovely blue vein cheese. It's very nice. You feel this like delicious taste in your mouth of blue vein cheese.
Just like the housekeeper would attain from the market when I was growing up.
You like remember like blue cheese and grapes. You're like, oh, you feel a little healed. You're like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And I almost, I'm only doing almost pretty bad myself, and I'll touch myself to cure as well. See how good I go. Oh, 8.
Wonderful. Yeah, you feel a similar delicious taste. So to actually tell you what the god was, if you're interested, it was Adriatia. Adriatia, the Great, the grinning god, the god of taverns, patrons, and celebrations. And it is said that she is a god of wandering, and always is at the greatest parties within the mortal realm, and is seen in no less than the best.
Cool.
God of crisp times.
Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind. All right. You guys kind of take a moment, you heal up a little bit, and you kind of like look around the place. And again, you still feel that like dreaded silence Matthew, you will get a reroll as well. I'm not sure if that's for the healing that you've just got, or
is it something that I can use moving forward? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you just get that. You get a reroll.
Yeah, okay.
No advantage, but a reroll.
Right. Thank you.
Blessed be our lovely donators.
Should we take a short rest? Is that something that we could do?
You could potentially take a short rest.
Charge on.
You can take a little bit of a short rest.
Would anyone benefit from that?
Yeah.
I mean, I would, but we can keep going. Hopefully, that was all of them, right?
That's true. All right. Should we charge ahead?
Yeah, I'm inclined to move forward because unless people want to use up their health dice or something.
Yeah, I'm still pretty worse for wear. I'm like just over bloodied. So,
Same.
Yeah.
It's like close the cabin crew door and just like have a nap in the hammock.
Yeah,
the hammocks in there.
It's just like tape up my shoulder or whatever.
Slowly inching towards one of the hammocks.
Okay, let's close the door. Maybe move that table up against it and try and tend to our wounds and have a short rest.
Kind of fractured and just pushing it into place.
Yeah.
Yep. You close the door and like kind of position the table probably in the little lock there, and you bed down for a little bit just to like lick your wounds. Some more literal than others, and while you're kind of doing your your short rest, roll me all a perception check.
10.
12.
Oh, I rolled well for once. 21.
Nice.
Nice.
Had to come back around sometime.
What did you get, Matthew?
Oh, I got 10.
Got 10? I think everyone else got below 15, didn't they? All right.
Yep.
So, Fern, what you hear is this beautiful siren song. It is so quiet that you scarce to believe it even truly exists. It's just something that just kind of pops into your head. So you hear this quiet, sad siren song as if like someone is trapped somewhere or someone is like just lost this great love that they don't know how to find again. And it brings like a small sadness to your heart, like not truly like heartbreaking, but almost because it's not truly connected to you, there's something much more sad about it. And it passes just as quickly as it arrives, but like an echo in the wind.
Just shivers in the hammock, kind of a chill.
The
sooner we're off this ship, the better.
Do we get to complete the short rest?
You do get to complete the short rest, yes.
I'm going to use my reroll on the hit
heals
that I just spent, because I rolled DOS ones, 2 1s.
2 1s.
So, yeah. So
dear
thank
Lord.
you for the reroll. So I actually have health.
Blessed be those lovely people who have donated.
Yeah, I'm also using my arcane recovery to get back a spell slot.
That spell slot that pass from the skeleton with -2 intelligence, like
All of you that dice, I think.
Yeah, I've been to hit dice as well.
Wonderful. All right, you finish your short rest, and you're feeling a little bit less worse for wear, but the rest of the ship is your oyster at this point.
Shall we? I couldn't bear spending another minute in this place.
What other secrets of the glacier will you find?
Wait a minute, wasn't there something, some magical armor on that skeleton?
Oh, there was. Did you want me to examine it?
Yeah, by all means.
I guess I could have, if you would have allowed it used identify during the short rest. If it seems magical, or at least looked at it.
You may do so. You kind of realize it's not magical at all.
Yeah.
You're like,
I assumed it was my really bad roll.
there was a sense of something like it's a bit harder to figure out, like, because it's not that the armor is magical, but something about it is connected to something magical, and potentially it might be worth an investigation. You're able to probably do a like cast detect magic, and you can have a look around. And if you wanted to do that kind of in your short rest, because it's just kind of light work that you can kind of do and potter around and have a little bit of a nap with. Do me a perception test, and you get to reroll as well. You get to reroll, not advantage, but a reroll.
Well, I'm going to use that now.
God, Lord knows we need it.
Thank you so much to the chat.
The chat.
Wow. Because that first one was a 2 on the dice.
And you got
This is a 12. I'm sorry, it's a perception check?
Perception check, that's the one.
14 total.
14 total. In one of the hammocks, you find a coin. Like a beautiful looking coin. And it seems to have this like sheen of magical energy to it, and it seems to, like, when you cast that, like they identify the first time, it seems to be relatively connected to this coin.
This seems important.
You have an examine of it, and on it is a gem. Well, it seems to be a gemstone of some sort. Like it's a. Let's quickly find it. It is a symbol of a gemstone shining in light on a calm sea.
Interesting.
Like a little gemstone, like etching. You may do actually a religion roll with advantage because you are a gem crafter.
Fantastic.
Because your background, or you can use your gem tool proficiency as well if you'd like to.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. What would that? Just a D20 plus proficiency, or
D20? So do you have the tool proficiency for?
Jeweler's
absolutely.
kit.
Yep, the jeweler's kit. Yep, that's the one.
Okay. I'm just not sure what to add to it.
Yep. So it's proficiency +2 plus you also get advantage on the roll.
Okay, fantastic.
You know about jewels and gems and stuff like that, and this is a very specific jewels and gems thing.
In that case, then it's a 19.
That's a very good one. So you recognize the symbol. It's actually a thing that, like, in this particular world, the world of Raskel, there is a god by the name of Olrock. Olrock is the god of seas and tides. However, a very important thing about him is that he's also the maker of gemstones. Very specifically, he is the one, and more than other gods, the one who created and turned stone into gem. It's this whole thing.
Yeah.
But this is a specific coin of Olrock, and is considered to be more of like his, like, if you ever were to receive one of these from Olrock, it would be considered a boon from the god himself. But this particular coin seems like it has been stolen. Something about it gives you this impression. And as you kind of you add this kind of information together, you feel that you identify reasons that this is a cursed item, that this is potentially why the ship is cursed.
I feel like we should be very careful with this. It might be the reason there's so much mystery or strangeness on board the ship.
How careful? As in not touch it, or just like glaring at you from across the room?
Like
Let's be careful with this.
This is filled with curse. Like,
I probably have like a little pouch or something that I'd use to collect gemstones or store them. So I'd just kind of tuck it there and try to snap it shut.
Absolutely.
And just say we should. I don't know who to give this to, but someone who's more well versed in the gods or has a direct connection to them. Jurin, would you want to?
Oh, sure. I can take it and hang on to it for now.
Or
the pouch over.
We could, I mean, it's very shiny and pretty. We could always just, sell it for a few extra coins. Just saying, just putting it out there.
Well, we wait until we get off the boat first.
I'd like to know more exactly what it is first. If I'm going to try and if we were to sell it.
Yes, we understand its true value, so we could make sure we could maximize our profit.
Understood. Yes.
Would I know anything about that god at all? Jacob?
Absolutely. You probably know a little bit about that. You do live on, of course, the Queen's Coast. Roll me a religion check if you'd like.
Wait, I keep rolling the same number.
Every time. 11. You know that Olrock is obviously a god of the seas, and you know about gods of the seas. They tend to be concerned with tempest clerics and clerics of very much emotion and it's like kind of more justice based, but they have their own personal sense of justice more than anything else. And more than anything else, Olrock is like a warlord of the sea. He is not just the god of a single ocean, because there are individual gods of particular oceans, but Olrock is the god of seas and tides. So all the oceans are under Olrock, and all these kind of lesser gods are under him. And he has what is called the Olrock throne. It's kind of a legend that they call is like this great throne he kind of sits on and watches over the seas. But more than that, like he is a vengeful kind of god more than anything else. So that's kind of what you kind of pick up and know about. Like you've met probably clerics of them before. But.
Well, I relate a little bit of that information to the group and say, well, if this is indeed stolen, as Fern suggests, he's not exactly a god who's going to just let it slide.
Well, maybe he'll help us return it?
Can we appease him in some way or another?
If we somehow restore what is, I guess, taken in some way, shape, or form, whether we return it back to him, then we may be able to break whatever this is. What is occurring? It appears as though this ship is, if this is indeed his coin, then it might explain the ship's state. We have to return it to him in some way, shape, or form.
Well, is he? Did you mention he was a god of the sea?
All seas and tide.
Right. Anyway, should we continue scaling the boat?
Yeah.
No. So you have a hatch over here, and you have a doorway over here, and you have also the another doorway that is up on the deck still as well. You haven't kind of gone into yet. There's one over there. You would have seen it when you're on the main deck.
Is there any porthole or anything on the sides of the wall?
So there's three portholes on either side where the cannons face out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, a thought occurs: if this is indeed stolen, we could technically, if he's the god of the tides, or the seas, we could technically just throw it back into the sea, and that may appease him. But I don't know if there needs to be more action than just the one-off.
Maybe there's several of them, or
yeah, we definitely need to explore the rest of the ship.
So, just toss it into the ocean and not get anything back for it, is what you're saying.
Well, we'll just hold on to it for now, and we'll see what happens with the rest of it. What else is here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it comes to trading our lives for, that could be a valuable price.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's one of the more convincing arguments I've heard. But yes, okay, certainly I can get on board with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Done.
I would, and if something bad, like if you said he was this god, they're very vengeful. If anything happens to Jurin, then we can just throw it into the sea. Maybe that's the curse there.
Yes, you hold on to that Jurin, and then we'll see. I'm happy to sort of stride across the cabin, out the door, and try the I guess quarterstaff at the ready. Try the door across the cabinway.
The door opens relatively easily, and inside you find this, and it will have the Guardian's card. You can have a look at that one. I've sent it to you just then. And inside is basically a kitchen.
I'll follow along just to help out.
Yeah, as well.
Have a look at that Guardian's card. It's really cool augmented reality. Wow, so cool. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Galley in the corner.
Cool.
Well, I'll join them, and this is all my domain, and start wandering around investigating everything.
Yep, you start having a look at like, whoa, it's a relatively well-stocked kitchen. Although, of course, there's grain
For a ship.
for a ship. I mean, like it's like dry goods and pickling barrels in the corner there. What looks like some like old, truly moldy potatoes. Like they've definitely shrunk. And again, there's that kind of the great thing about like obviously let's see is that salt is just all around the place. It's just like it's relatively preserved. There's definitely a little bit of a pungent smell to the kitchen as you kind of wander around. Do me a perception check of the area, I suppose.
Oh, something good.
Oh,
2.
wonderful. So you a 22?
Yes.
Cool, wonderful. You have a kind of look through everything, and as you kind of like notice, like the various kind of foods and stuff like that,
I point to a bag of flour and say, "Is this something?"
That's it's barley.
Wow.
It's barley flour. Yeah.
Ah, yes, of course.
What about this? Well, that's a pickle barrel. Yep. Got 'em. You actually do end up seeing some rats that seem to be like scurrying around in the like back corner of this room, and they kind of seem to be like in like just kind of various places, and they seem to like look at you like this. Like you can kind of see them. You should be able to see them as well in the AR as well. So they kind of like examine you and kind of crawl like into the kind of darker recesses of the place. But however, they don't seem to like be too untoward. They're just observing you, and they seem to keep observing you as you're kind of wandering around in this particular room.
Point out the rats to Mathil, and just I don't think that it's wise to disturb too many of the denizens of this place as much as we can. We have no idea how they've been affected by
the curse.
Alrock's curse.
All right. Well, I guess continue. Maybe keep an eye out for more of those coins or something.
I don't see anything. We don't see anything else in the kitchen.
Not just yet, but give me a quick second.
It doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Hang on. False dice.
Just a handful of dice.
50. You take 50 damage.
That has become.
Oh no!
Oh, well, good thing we're in multiple rooms.
It happened, team.
Oh, not the one you were suggesting.
Okay, let me just check this.
This is where I was.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm sort of wandering around looking. So
I'm gonna roll this in roll 20.
Good thing nothing bad happens to wooden boats with fire.
Everyone, do me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear.
Don't screw
Would
me,
this be considered, because I realized I have not been doing this, a magical effect or spell?
Yes, it is a magical effect and
I have
spell.
advantage.
Really? For an elf?
As a satyr.
Oh, satyr, of course. Yes.
Which might have helped earlier.
Possibly, actually, yeah. Not so much for the other one, but
yeah, not great.
Roll me that, team.
Oh no. Still might not have helped.
I rolled well. I got 20.
Good.
I rolled well. I got 19.
That's
14?
I think that meets beats. How are you, Monsoon?
Didn't roll so great. 14.
That also meets beats. All right.
Yes.
A fireball explodes out from like the mechanic, like the contraption that seems to be in this room. Like there's like a kind of like cooking pot.
Wait, does it hit all of us?
My interpretation that you were all in this room.
That's fair.
Because you were at least, and if not in the room, within
by the door.
By the door. I'm having an eyeball in. So let me just quickly check this. because it seems to get the room. Everyone take 13 damage.
Oh.
Thanks, stream. Love that. Thank you for donating.
Thank you, chat.
Thanks. Thank you, chat.
Is it
Chat,
halved if we passed, or is that
halved? No. That's halved. That's halved.
Yeah.
Everyone.
So the
half
13 is half.
Yeah, it took 27 damage because it's 8d6 for a fireball.
That would have almost insta-killed me.
Yeah.
I bet we would just. Yeah, I wish it was just that cheap thing now.
Yep. And the entire kitchen is just blown away. All the rats that were or were not potentially poisonous, gone. Absolutely gone. Oh no.
There wasn't any cooking oil in this kitchen, was there?
Oh
Don't tell me
no.
the rats explode.
Oh god. No, it's much worse than that. Everyone everyone outside the room do me another reflex save.
Oh no.
What?
Oh right, because we're
happening
standing
to
next
us?
to all the cannons.
Yeah, where all the cannons are, and look where the bells are next to the cannons. Oh god. Okay,
That's better. That's a dirty 20.
Oh my god, we are so screwed.
But I'm still gonna die.
So I'm outside, aren't I? So I have to make that save.
Yeah.
So I rolled a natural 1.
What do I have? Reactions? Anything?
Oh god.
And I don't even have. I'm not high enough level for cunning evasion or for evasion yet.
There's so many bells of gunpowder.
I got a dirty 20, but this is definitely going to be enough to put me under.
All right.
That's all. It's up to you guys. There, have fun.
Oh. How much did you get, team? Everyone in the room can also take it. Actually, oh god, yeah. I'm getting the room as well to roll me with advantage as well, just because it is a calamitous
the
reaction
ship's blowing
here.
up.
Yeah, the ship, half the ship is blowing up for sure.
They didn't want the ship whole, right?
23.
23. Good. That's good. You only take 9 points of damage if
15.
you succeed. Yep.
Cool.
14 is
Cool, I'm dead.
Is 9? I'm dead.
You're dead.
Oh god, yeah. No,
They
you just dealt 22 damage.
Chat, I tell you, you're downed, and the ship begins to take on. Should we take what? Hold on, let me get my ship sinking thing as well.
Well, if that's just happened, I might. Can I madly dash into the other room to see how my fellow guys are, and maybe cast Spare the Dying on each of them? Oh man.
Yes, you could Yep, you guys go down. I'm so sorry. Chat, why? Chat, why?
Oh man.
Oh, this is probably the roughest I've ever seen. So this giant hole erupts from the ship as what seems to be like a wild magic surge echoes into the space. This curse of Orok obviously manifesting as a fiery blast of damage as the kegs filled with gunpowder also explode, rending the ship like this gaping wound to the side of the ship. As you hear this, you hear the wailing and agonizing howls of the undead below deck as they start to crawl out from this massive hole in the ship, rising up as
It didn't kill them.
there are more below, of course. Let me just quickly get my.
Oh dear.
There you go. Look at that. Get that all up in you. There you go. All right. This is a giant hole that's in the ship now. June, you spring into action. You run outside as you see the two you two are probably both blasted away. So Monsoon's also down.
Yep.
Oh, you're both down. Oh
Yep.
dear.
You've probably been blasted back to the side as the ship kind of rocks back and forth, and you try and get your footing. Roll me a dexterity.
Fully laying over the cannon.
Roll me dexterity to avoid like being like fell down as you're running through, which is now a large fire starting to erupt across the ship.
Okay, this will be interesting. Let's see.
Hey, Fern, do you have any?
14.
Yep, you managed to succeed as you kind of run out into the area. So you're able to get to Monsoon and to.
I love that you just ran out of the room that I'm bleeding in. You're just like, the others. I'm just like,
But you're not unconscious, surely.
Maybe
Yeah,
that
I'm
coin was
unconscious.
actually still a boon.
Yeah.
It's not
Wait.
cursed.
Wait a minute,
Yep.
wait a minute. Is everyone unconscious but me?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thank the Lord.
No, don't thank the Lord. I don't have any spells left. Okay, this is... Okay, retcon that. Sorry, I didn't realize he was unconscious.
That's a good.
I would just go over to... Okay, now to bring them back, they got to get some health of some kind, correct?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast Goodberry.
Cast
And-
Goodberry. Oh, yes.
Yep.
Ah,
and literally,
Shit.
get them, boys.
I don't think Spare the Dying is really going to help in this situation too much, and just
Oh,
pop a
thanks.
berry.
No, exactly. But you smack a delicious blueberry in their mouth.
Yep.
They're all over it.
And give one immediately to Mathel,
Yep. Scooby snack for him.
and then make a dash into the other room,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and repeat the action with both Fern and Monsoon.
Is it just
So-
one health? Is that the
Yeah,
it's
just one
literally
health.
one health.
So Fern and Monsoon, I'll get you to just quickly roll me a death saving throw just to see what kind of is going on.
Wait, what?
Come on.
Ooh, okay, 16.
16. You're vibing. Success number 1. And Monsoon?
That's a 6.
It's a 6. Yep. Cool. That's a fail. And yep. So June, you get out to where Monsoon is, I think. So you go here. That's your action. Second turn. You're doing that. Mathel, what would you like to do now that you're up with 1 health and there's fire like all over here?
So I want to run over, like, just like shell shocked, room spinning. I like rip myself up out of the bags of flour I was investigating moments ago.
Yep. Powdered flour.
And I'll rip the rest of my my upper garment off to reveal just like full tatted like dragon scale body that shimmers blue before I cast dragon breath. Well, don't cast, but use dragon breath with cold all over the fire.
Yep. You like fire hydrant across this fire. Yeah. You succeeded, like basically like blazing across all this this fire and subdue it. Roll me a dexterity save, like as for like where you're pointing it and kind of like aiming it and that kind of stuff. And we'll see how we go with that. If you,
it doesn't say that it like puts fire out, but
that is how.
Just trying to make it work.
That is for sure how it works. Absolutely, you're definitely going to succeed at least somewhat. But we'll see how much success we got. Big success. We'll see.
Yeah, so just a dex check is
just a dex check, just to aim
is 17.
17. You managed to quell all the flames, so all the flames are gone.
Sweet.
Let me get this and delete those. However, the ship is still like smoking and open and starting to take in a lot of water. There's danger here, my friends. And you hear those kind of like groans like moving up from below deck. And I'll just quickly draw on this as well. So that wall is gone. This wall is all gone. And then we've got actually a draw for here. Like this is all like broken and like shattered basically. And you can hear that kind of like echoing, powerful groan from below.
I think, friends, it's time for us to depart.
Monsoon, you're up. June, it's now your turn.
I'll dash over to Fern and pop a berry in her mouth as well.
Yep. Monsoon, what would you like? What would you like to? So, Mathel, what would you like to do? And then Monsoon after that. So you're like,
I'll just like run over, just like on Duran's tail, like help Fern up and start to like shepherd us out of the ship.
Yep. You like get him up. Monsoon, what would you like to do?
I'll pat out the last few little singed parts of fur that are exposed.
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous. This has just gone way too far. This is no amount of gold is going to cover what we're experiencing here. Get out of here as fast as possible. Never come back. And
this is cursed. All cursed. No, not today. Not for me. Not for Monsoon.
Just no. I'll head over to everyone else's though.
They might call me longest Monsoon, but this is too much. I'm good. Pass. Hard pass. Wonderful. So during you managed to do that. What would you like to do on your turn? Fern, you are now up as well. Just kind of all bow out of the ship, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it's as probably you managed to get Fern up that you will see these skeletons again coming from below deck.
Uh-oh.
And as you kind of like see these skeletons like appear up, you also see like this captain-looking fellow like calling out basically like from below, and he kind of like, God, help! And he like gets up from below deck and like cuts down one of the skeletons or like pushes him away. And you see this kind of individual who is in the dungeon card, if you'd like to have a quick eyeball of him. He looks quite gaunt and like malnourished as he kind of rises up out of the deck. But he's like finding his like feet and trying to like get out from below, you could imagine. So I'll actually start doing some initiative, I think, at this point. I think it's about time because these skeletons mean business. Let me just remove all turns. And I'll add them all up in here again.
Yeah, not too hot this time. Which makes sense.
Yep.
A poor choice of phrase as well.
With it, and the captain gets a natural 20 for his initiative. Oh my god, what a lad.
Yeah, glad I cleared that fire for our friends to come through for the party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, depends the mood, but he's here.
I'm gonna put it back.
He's getting out of here. He's like, nah, I'm sick of this ship. I'm sick of this shit. I'm done. You hear me? All right. Those skeletons are going pretty fast as well.
Doesn't bode well.
This is definitely not how I was expecting the game to go, but that's fine. We make do.
Is there like a wild magic search, which is like a mass heal that maybe someone could maybe like please like
you would like additional wild magics? Oh, okay. Of course.
There is a level of donation that's just like party gets long rest, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's probably like $200 though.
Healing sky, you know, it's
the party wins $200. It goes to a good cause, team.
No one would buy that. They want more fireballs. If there was a fireball donation, we would have been hit 5 times by now.
I'm surprised
there was a skeleton. There's a skeleton donation. $20. You get an extra skeleton for you guys to fight.
Why would you inform people about that?
Absolutely don't tell them that.
Just encouraging.
This is definitely the time when extra skeletons are required. Okay. I think that's everyone's initiative. Fern, what's your initiative?
That would be 13. I can enter it in there. Oh, there we go.
We'll double add it. Yeah, why not?
Ooh.
Treat yourself. All right. So descending order. It is Captain Guy's turn. He like ascends out from the wreckage, climbs up, and like moves past these skeletons who like slash at him as he tries to move by, missing him as he does so. And he like looks at all of you with like this deeply suspicious like look, and notices that you're all relatively singed, and is like, "With me," and he like gives you an encouraging like set of words. You all receive 3 temporary hit points as he encourages you, and you have advantage on being frightened and charmed because he's like gives you like a rousing speech. I think it's in it's in somewhere. Anywho, he then like moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and like starts like running basically towards the upper deck. Is then Jones go.
Oh God.
The skeletons are there. They mean business.
Oh, dear.
I wish they didn't mean business.
They have to.
I know it's their job.
It's their job. They're hard-working skeletons, you know.
That's it.
Just wait till you get the other creature. Oh, that's a big danger there.
I'm sure it'll be no problem. We're in good fighting shape, so
Good fighting.
we're ready for anything.
Glad you had that short rest, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it really paid off. Full health to nothing. Oh, okay. How many options, guys? I can either.
I mean, old mate wants to run.
Yeah.
I'm thinking tactical retreat might be in order here.
Yeah.
That's a given, but it's whether or not Durin stands in the way of people with absolutely no health.
Yeah. Lay down your life, Joan, for the party. They need to escape.
What I might do is, well, not that. I might move. So I can move 6, obviously. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I might cast Divine Intervention.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Turn undead, and I guess at the nearest skelly. So
I believe if read this correctly, let me just check something for you. Yep.
must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
Mm-hmm. So that is for every each undead creature that you can see within 30 feet. So you just kind of like go like, be gone. And
it's not one. It's not one. It's all.
Yep, it's all of them.
Okay.
Turn undead.
Turning undead. They're like, no, don't want that. All right, let me check.
Ooh. Yeah, clerics mean serious business.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you passed everything, didn't you?
Flying colors.
Oh.
It's okay. This is it. If we die, we die a valiant death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or die
for sure.
fast.
Look, it's what the one shot's all about, you know.
That's it.
These are the facts.
But are we going down heroes or are we running away?
Bravely brave. So Robin.
Robin ran away.
I'm playing my character, and my character, Mathil Meridian, will not die on a ship. A filthy ship. It's
a big old curse ship, not for any gold.
No.
Oh my god, we just got to heal the tide of full. It's happening, team.
No way.
Hold on, guys.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my god. Chat, thank
Shout out
you.
to the chat. Shout out to the
Are you
chat.
kidding
Wow.
me? That's
$100.
sick.
$100. That's fucking.
Oh.
Oh.
And that's what it's all about, team. It's all having fun for chat. Thank you, whoever that is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh.
That's awesome.
Do we have a name on that donation? But I don't know.
I think it was Jiggy.
Jiggy. Bless your little cotton socks if it was you. If not, bless whoever's cotton socks we need to bless at this point.
It was beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh.
All right. Little Jiggy, thank you so much. Yeah, as you kind of like look to your like companions, look to the captain, you look to each other and you're like, I ain't dying on no ship. And as you say you ain't dying on no ship, June, I feel like all of you get this overwhelming surge of like what you could only describe as a soul high five. Like someone like from like the divine realm gives your soul a crisp high five, and you feel like you can do anything at this moment, and you get full health. I will say that $100 and full healing, you will receive your spell slots back as well. All spell slots revived. All healing done.
Wow.
You're ready for a big old fight right now. And you will definitely need it because there's some spicy ghost times coming your way, team.
Yeah.
June, what would you like to? June, what would you like? Is that I think is your turn? They managed to succeed.
Yeah, that was my divine intervention.
Yeah, that was a divine intervention. That was it. It didn't frighten the skeletons, but boy howdy did it heal the party. And with that, the skeletons look to all of you and start clambering up. One of them moves over towards June. Another runs towards, of course, Mathel. And you see that there are, and again, two more below deck coming up as well. One of them is going to attack June, fails. The other one's going to attack Mathel, and does this 19 hit you?
Yeah. That's the classic sassy DM. Does 25 hit?
Does 25 hit you?
Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for checking in.
No worries. It's fine. Take 8 points of damage, 3 of which is necrotic, and another 5 is slashing, as it slashes you with a sword. And then it is Fern's go. Fern, you feel invigorated? What do you want to do?
Ooh, all right. I am gonna go ahead and cast. Let's try this. Witch Bolt.
Yes.
The one.
Yeah.
Sorry, which bolt?
You know that one. That
yeah.
At the one that's approaching, but not quite up to me yet.
The quote unquote "taste my lightning suckers" spell.
Yes. So I will. They've been rolling really well in their saves, so now I'm going to roll to try and hit.
Go for it. I believe in you.
Thank you. 17 on the die. So
17 that does actually hit. Absolutely. Roll me your damage because which one's a very spicy spell?
That is 5 points of lightning damage.
Yep. To the one attacking Mathel, or to a further one away? Yep.
Yeah, this guy.
5 points of lightning damage. Wonderful. All right, it's taking some damage, and you connected, and you start to like the lightning flows from your hands as you focus on it. Then is Monsoon's go. Monsoon, what would you like to do with your new invigorated powers? You do feel the ship rock and ebb and flow as it begins to kind of sink, but these undead do need to be taken down a peg or two, and by gum, if you're not the tabaxi to do it.
All right. Emboldened by this surge of goodwill, I'm gonna charge those two that are coming up.
Yep.
And will attempt to take one out with my rapier. Come on, Mr. Dice. Rolling off the table. There will be a 20. Does 22 hit?
Let me check my notes. Yeah, it does.
Does 43 hit?
98.
I feel like with that donation, all of your luck has just turned a little bit. I don't know. Just managed to. You're like, 3 of them are too hard. Like now they got 48. Easy.
So that's 16 points of piercing damage.
16 points of piercing damage.
Yeah,
that is enough to actually slay one of them. Again, their head careens off the side of the boat as it turns to sand in the ocean and falls down. But
and
wonderful.
Being the heroic individual that I am, I will actually just bonus action dash back around to where I was, which doesn't invoke an opportunity attack because of the whole
fancy footwork. Fancy footwork. All right, Mathel, is now your turn.
I guess I'm gonna
make your father proud.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just make my father proud. Actually, so I'll just make a couple of attacks. Let's see how we Does 15 hit? Oh, no, that's 17.
17 does hit.
Yes, good. So that is 5 damage with the quarterstaff.
All right, 5 damage with the quarterstaff.
And then figuring it out, I come through with a fire encrusted fist for what bonus do I get? Sorry, plus 7 damage.
For 7 damage as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that does slay the second one. So you got 2 slain down.
Amazing.
Yeah, go Methel. Your dad would be proud.
Well, we'll see. And then I guess I will. Yeah, I guess I'll just move forward just to backing up.
Yep, backing up Durin. Wonderful. Cool. That's wonderful. After your turn, it's the captain's go. And the captain had turns around and kind of has this worried look in his eyes. He's like, keep a lookout. There's a specter in this ship. A cursed creature of death and evil. And he kind of looks around as he seems to have wigged out. He seems to he's definitely wondering about this position here. And is seemingly going to stay with you guys. It's he feels the same surge back again. But seems focused down on this enemy that he's trying to find. It'll then be Jones' go.
Okay, we'll start off with Shillelagh and just crack the one in front of me.
Shalula.
Or attempt to.
Mm-hmm.
For a 11.
11 doesn't quite hit. All right. Is then this creature's go?
I believe I got a reroll that I hadn't got a chance to use.
You
yet.
did have a reroll that you get to use yet. Yes, thank you once again, Chad, for saving these terrible rolls.
23. What a change.
23 does hit. That's a big ups.
For a whole 9 damage.
9 damage. That's a pretty palpable hit. Not quite enough to kill him, of course, but definitely enough to let him know that he's been hit. Cool, wonderful. Now, yes, then it is the skeleton's go. So the skeleton is going to try and attack you, obviously, because you've hit him. Does a 16 hit you?
Myself?
Yes, you, yes.
No, 18.
18.
Misses.
Oh, how rude. Then this other skeleton is going to walk up behind you, Mathel, and attack you this time with advantage because he's got his buddy behind him.
Yep.
I'm going to imagine a 21 hits you. But does it hit you? Does a 21 hit you?
It does.
That's good. All right. Okay. You take a total of 15 15 damage? Yeah, 15 damage.
Ooh.
It's it stabs into you, and you feel this stabbing pain in your back. And you're like, oh god. Yep.
I'm on 1 health.
Yep. And after that, coming from the floorboards rises this ghostly specter. And as you all have a look at the pathway card, you can have an actual look at what it kind of looks like. As well for the chat, if you have the spectator code up and you're actually watching along with us in the Ardent Roleplay app, you can actually look at this card that we're looking at right now. So this ghostly specter rises up from the floor and points to this captain. Oh, it's actually probably points to all of you more so than the captain, and does this deafening shriek. Everyone, do me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no!
That's very well.
Is this a magical effect and or spell?
It is a magical effect, I suppose. It is kind of tricky because it's
he points at you and then
horrifying
just throws a rock.
It's not a spell, but it is a magical effect. It's obviously a magical creature, so
okay.
Magical effect. So I'll say probably.
I will say the advantage did not help.
Oh, good.
I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oh no!
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh yeah, does that work?
Is that enough to save me? Because I rolled an 11.
Everyone, what is it?
Rolled a 14.
So it's a DC 13 wisdom saving throw, or you're fighting for 1 minute. However, for you, Fern, you are aged. Sorry, I'm in a better place to pull my dice. However, for you, Fern, you are aged 30 years. Oh. By the horrifying visage of a ghost. If you fail by 5 or more when you get seen by a ghost, you roll 1d4 times 10 years that you gain as part of your life. So, how long do satyrs live for? Really, that's the big question. And they live for quite a while.
Let's see.
Yeah, we can suss it out. But so Mathel, you are frightened or for 1 minute, which means you have disadvantage on attacks and saving things while in the presence of this ghost. You're like, holy smokes!
Oh, they live to be 500.
Nice. Well, he's got a few years. A little bit more of a pepper in this nostalgia. Like, it's fun.
It's like 3 years.
Yeah, that's nothing. And lunges forward towards June, I think. Oh, well, actually, it's probably just going to set in. It does a spooky ghost thing, and that's it. Then is Fern. It's your turn now. And for our lovely producer in the background, the spooky ghost card is on the archway card. So they can all see this greenish specter kind of come up from the floorboards. For the stream, of course. What would you like to do, Fern? It's your turn.
I would like to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at it.
Go for it. All right.
I needed to make an intelligence saving throw.
Interesting enough, ghosts not as smart as you'd imagine. However, GM rolling very powerful. It's got 17.
Incredible, as usual.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. I mean, you should roll a different dice. So let me check this other dice here.
That's
only a 10.
That's all I got. So I'll probably try and just hide behind move over here so the cannon's in between me.
Of course, no offense to our lovely players, but the MVP is really the chat at this point. You're doing your best, but without a chat.
Yeah, I think it's Jiggy who both blew us up and then put us back together. So it's essentially.
Did Jiggy do both?
I think he did both.
Oh, Jiggy, you naughty. Then is, of course, Monsoon's go.
Right.
You got the ghost. Starting to strike it.
5, 10, 15, 20. I can't even get to the ghost. All right, no, I'm gonna come and deal with this little skelly here.
Oh, you can't strike it. No, you're the monk. I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting this. Just
it's all good. I'll come.
All tabaxis are monks.
Well, I need to make a tabaxi monk now. All right, I'm going to kill the skeleton here. I'm going to try to
go for it. I believe in you.
That's does a 23 hit?
Yeah, it hits. Yeah.
All right, excellent. And that'll be with my sneak attack. 12. 16 points of piercing damage.
That powerfully kills the skeleton.
I got your back, Massel.
I'm just freaking out because I'm tainted by this
big spook. Big spook.
Oh. Just come up behind you and just go. Boom.
Yep. All right. Then it is Mathel's go. Mathel, there's a spooky ghost.
I'm gonna I've got disadvantage on everything, right?
Only disadvantage to attack and damage. Let me just quickly check the fighting condition.
While I have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source is in sight, so I do. I'm gonna make a pathetic attack with my quarterstaff for the guy next to me.
No, this is what you really needed to truly encapsulate your.
I can send you a photo, but I just rolled 2 20s. I've never done that in my life.
Double 20s. That's what you need.
Wow.
No, I'm more than happy with that. Double 20s.
That is insane.
You hit and crit.
Oh my god!
With disadvantage as well.
A crit disadvantage.
What a game, team! What a game.
I'm so unused to critical. Is it? I just rolled
double damage dice. Double damage dice. Yep. Whatever dice you would roll.
Do I roll 2 or do I just? Okay.
Yep. You roll 2 dice.
Right.
Whatever damage dice you would do, you double it.
A 3 and a 3 plus 3, so 9.
This kills the skeleton. That's all you need.
I just like stepping backwards, and I just like lash out with the quarterstaff just and crack it in the head.
Yeah. It's like this full like white out, like he's killing it. Like, oh my god!
And then I'm gonna actually run away because I am frightened. I'm gonna jump. Yeah.
No, and you will get to do your wisdom save at the end of this turn as well, to try and not be frightened anymore. So you're running down into the bowels of the ship.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
absolutely, go for it.
Can I see anything under there?
Yes, you can. I will give you actually the reveal, and only you get it because it's special.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just find it for you. It is on the hideout card for you.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah, there we go. Just gotta make sure that only the spectators and you can see it. All right, and roll me your wisdom save. What'd you get?
Oh yeah, wisdom save. I just rolled another 20. I'm not even kidding. Like I feel bad. Like this is wrong.
No. This is the power of little G.
If you roll 3 20s in a row, something bad is going to happen. Like it's never, the dice gods are not fair and just.
Bold of you to assume that the fireball exploding the kegs wasn't the bad thing that happened.
It's true.
That's it.
I should remind you, you're at the bottom of the sinking ship.
Yep. It's fine.
That's true. In the zombie hole.
He's got this. It's fine. The zombies are probably gone, right? Well, cool. You can see what's like underneath in the ship, and it's like kind of leaking, and you obviously see like what's in the. I'll let you kind of like relay to everyone what you do see. But
it's actually not working on the hideout card. I don't know why not.
Hideout card. Let me double check it. Give it to you again. Let's hear that. Try again. How's it going?
I don't know. Not working.
One more time. With feeling.
No, it's on stream.
The stream can see it. You may.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
No,
I can see it now.
You may look at the Twitch stream. No one else. But that's so good. That's what you need. Wonderful. So then it's the captain's go, and he kind of like looks to this specter and runs towards it like, "You'll never take me alive, you ghost!" And kind of slashes at it, tries to damage it, but I think he doesn't manage to hit. Hey, good job, Captain. Captain, good vibes.
Is that his official name?
Yeah, Captain Goodbye. For sure.
I'm about to join this guy's crew right now.
This guy's got good vibrations, you know. He's giving you the good citations. Good. He does some damage to it. Then after that, it is the lovely June's go.
Just a question from before when the spectre popped up. He looked towards our group. Did he look more towards me or
more towards you? Yeah, you'd imagine.
I wonder if that's because I'm actually carrying a coin. Walk up and attack it, or I could walk up and give him the coin back. How would Duran act? I think Duran would have. Yeah, Duran's going to walk over to the spectre and pull out the coin and literally hand it to the spectre.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
This just like stabs you in the face.
Probably. Duran's a little bit naive in that respect.
The spectre like grabs your hand and pulls the coin from it. However, it's more like it is a certain sense that he's like ripping off your arm, though. Like kind of like you'd imagine, like there's some symbolism there if you're able to parse it. And he does do. He's got like so 18 hits you, yes?
Yes.
with his withering touch. Let's get this. He does a total of 19 points of damage to you as he rips the coin from your hand, but then he like looks at it and there's a quiet look in his eyes as he seems to stop, sort of. And doesn't seem to look too aggressive. His aggression is toned down significantly from that. Fern, is now your turn.
Are you still up?
Yeah, I'm still up, but barely. I was going to use my bonus action to use healing word level 2.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Wow. I'll try again. I'm still very scared of this creature, I imagine. And so I'm just going to keep lashing out at it with kind of my biggest
go for it.
Attacks here. So I need another intelligence save as I cast my last mind whip.
It fails this time.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Get him.
So that's 3d6 psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Yep, nice.
Whoa, that's 12 points of psychic damage.
Oh, that's rough. All right.
And it cannot have any reactions until the end of its next turn, and it has to decide whether it moves, takes an action, or bonus action. It doesn't. It only gets one on its next turn.
Nice.
Hey, spicy. All right, that's actually a really good spell. God damn, mine should.
Yeah,
I should take that from my wizard. All right,
that's all I got.
Monsoon.
All right. So
turn.
not super observant with his whole 6 wisdom. So all he's seen is this thing try and tear off Jiren's arm and then get hit by the spell. So he's going to dash forward to try and stab it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll come racing around here. And with a pirouette leading into the lunge, I'll roll a... I've really got to stop describing stuff beforehand because I rolled a 2.
Yep. He goes, it's good. I think you go in for the big lunge, but you don't. You're like, you stab into the back of the floorboards. You're like, hey, and then, ghost, man, what can you do?
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to dash and continue the pirouette off into the far corner, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Mm-hmm. All right. And then June. Mathel, sorry. Mathel.
All right. I'm going to get myself together because now I'm not frightened. And I think I can make it over there, right? 40 bits of movement. I was here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, can actually make it over there. Nice, I'm going to charge over and I'm going to go hard on this one, I think. I'm going to leap into the air just before I arrive, before I bet I roll terribly. But I'm going to do another Breath of the Dragon. So it needs to make a dex save.
It fails its dex save.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Cool. So this is just going to be, it's not enormous, but I can do some more stuff after this as well. D4s, where are you at? Oh my God, 2 1s. Oh, it's all turning. Oh no! 2 fire damage. And then I'm going to do 2 flurry of blows. I'm going to use flurry of blows, so I get 2 attacks.
Man, this ghost is getting wrecked.
So a crit and
another
16.
crit.
Yeah, this I've just. These are my loaded dice. Sorry.
Oh, you're loaded. Of course, the loaded. Yeah, classic. We all been there. I'm using my loaded dice as well, so I'm succeeding. Yeah, those hit. Do me your damage.
So they're all in fire damage as well at the moment.
Yep.
So this is 4 plus 3, 7 for the crit, and then 6 for the non-crit.
Damn,
that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. you kind of notice that the ghost doesn't even seem to like really pay as much attention to you anymore. It's looking at the coin and like really thinking hard about it, seemingly. Like it's kind of confused as what to do. It is then, of course, the captain's go, and he continues to slash with his sword. He's like, this guy ain't got no time for your nonsense. And he manages to hit it, and he does. God damn, he does 11 points of damage, which is not quite enough to actually kill the thing. You're like,
no.
See it like flicker in its place, and it's like barely holding on, and kind of like looks like across to Juin, like really quietly. Stream cat. Looks to Juin as it like seems to like try to figure something out. And Juin, it's now your turn.
I'm going to raise up my club, shillelagh, I should say, and smash down, say, begone, and swing.
Yep.
I miss completely. Roll a 13.
You hit because ghosts are very easy to hit.
Oh, fair enough.
Fun fact to know about ghosts. Easy hit. Who knew?
And for a total of 7 damage.
Total of 7 damage. And that is magic damage, I believe. That is enough to kill the ghost.
Damn.
Yeah.
The ghost fades away, and there's this kind of washing in of the shore and washing out. And that kind of silence and feeling that you had around you completely disperses, seemingly. And as it kind of like drops the coin to the ground, the ship begins to sink deeper and deeper into, like, it's actually starting to sink properly now. The captain like looks at his ship and looks to you and like looks to you all and gives a deep sigh and is like, let Orlok take it. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think my mending can fix that big of a hole.
He like looks at the ship and like you can obviously see it's his ship, and he's like, "Yeah."
What do they say about captains going down with their ships?
They say, "Fuck that noise. I'm getting out of here. I'm from Dallaport, mate. Let's go."
I won't be told twice.
Captain Cool Vibes will sail again.
Wow, he's so cool.
Oh, those vibes.
So you guys, he goes onto the main deck, and I assume you all will follow him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
And he like looks to like the boat that's on the on here, and then looks to the one that you've got, and is like, He, with like a bit of like a strength, he throws down the other boat. Like he's like seems to be invigorated by like something, but he grabs the boat, pulls it down wholesale, and then like jumps down after it and like, come on, let's go. Yep. And the ship is like sinking slowly into the ocean.
We'll take both boats, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. The sea boils and like writhes with this kind of like eldritch kind of energy, and kind of like waves out from the boat as you see on the boats, like whether like when you start to kind of move away, ghosts appear across the bow and the deck, and they all watch you as you just like move into the distance. And a single like beautiful figure, like this very like ebony skinned man, large, like, you know, perfect dreadlocks, and this like, you know, trident and what seems to be like a coal crown, examines you as you leave like the boat. And the captain kind of looks back and stands and is kind of like shocked by what he sees. He's like, and takes a sigh. And like, and it slumps down into the boat. It's like, thank you for rescuing me.
What did you do?
I was imprisoned in the boat by my mutinous crew. I had been in there for some months, it was an explosion that opened up the gates for me to actually manage to climb through. You see that, like, he does look quite gaunt. Like, even after like the kind of invigorating that you guys managed to get, he just looks like this gaunt kind of figure, and he's like, we took something that we did not know what it was, and it was too late before my crew were taken by it and by the lure of that gold. You, Darcy, would have seen the piles of gold at the back of the ship, like piles and piles of silver and gold and chests and weapons and all this kind of stuff.
Let's go back.
Yeah, like there was a lot of treasure on that boat, like a lot of treasure, like probably like 20,000 gold pieces worth of like treasure,
Nowhere
all belonging to Orok, which you probably Julian would know, like, will be reclaimed by the sea because it's Orok's treasure. And he kind of like says as much as like it was Orok's treasure and Orok cursed us for it. We did not get back to shore before the curse overtook many of us and turned us into those creatures. I would be dead without you. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'm in your debt.
Jaren's going to dig into his little bag and go right down, pulls out a couple of sausages and so forth. You look hungry. Sausage?
He gently takes them and consumes them in less than a second. Like, it's like, oh no.
Whilst he's doing that, Monsoon will sort of sidle up beside him and go, so I appreciate you've lost quite a bit in regards to your ship going down. Your appreciation can always be covered by a few coins if you might still have some. Just saying.
He looks mournfully towards his like descending ship and is like, I can give you this. And he like hands you each of you an item from his belt. He hands you what looks like a nice ring. He hands Jurin, probably maybe Fern, a sword. Hands Darcy a belt, and hands Jurin a set of boots. I'm like, he basically like undresses himself and gives you these things. Each of these,
I'm like, was that his belt? Like, did he take these items off and then like take the belt off?
This is his stuff. Each of them is a magic item: a belt of giant strength, a +1, a +1 sword of like with a plus extra 1d6 of fire damage. What did I say for you, Jurin? It was a boots of flying, the winged boots, and the braces. The ring was a ring of freedom of movement.
Outstanding.
Incredible.
Or giveth or taketh away. And that is the session, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks so much for playing. You managed to get back to town. You get all the treasure, and yeah, that's basically it. I hope you had fun, and of course, thank you so much to the Twitch chat. That was a fantastic that was a fantastic ride. I don't think we could have done it without you guys.
No, that was wild. Thank you.
We'll do a quick
line and then something.
We'll do a quick round of what you guys loved about the game, and we'll sign off after that. We'll start with Hamish.
Dude, the whole thing, that was a blast. I in a variety of different fashions. No, I like the idea. It was a nice, short, contained scenario. That was really good. Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you so much. We'll go to John as well. What was your favorite moment? What do you love?
I think the favorite moment was when I suddenly realized I was the only one standing and the entire boat was in flames. I'm like, all right, it's not a total TPK.
Yeah, it's that community gif where like he walks in and like everything's on fire, like, the pizza. Yeah. Well, it's definitely a highlighted moment for sure. Fern,
I really enjoyed it. Really.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely. Wild magic. Turns out it's a good time. Maybe not next to the gunpowder barrels, you know. Fern, what was your favorite moment? Or Nick, sorry, what was your favorite moment?
Yeah, It was, I think, when I finally hit something, like it just made it that much better because I hadn't hit anything.
Like, you just got to get Magic Missile. Magic Missile is Wizard. You're like,
I know.
you always feel good about yourself.
Gone for it. Yeah.
That's all right. So glad
Early Wizard. Yeah.
Rough time, early Wizards, but I'm glad you had fun nonetheless.
It was so fun.
Yeah, that one hit.
Yeah.
It basically killed him. You know, couldn't have done without him. Darcy, what was your favorite moment?
I guess it's got to be like Jiggy stole the show for me, and it's crazy. So, like, thank you again for your overwhelming generosity. That's it's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was very cool.
And thank you, Jacob, for a crazy session. That was really awesome.
Oh, so good.
Thank you so much. But yeah, again, obviously this is, you know, a charity event for the Jasper's Game Day. All proceeds, of course, go to Beyond Blue and the American Institute of
American Association of Suicidology. I get it wrong all the time.
American, of suicidology. It all goes to kind of awareness about suicide prevention and how it affects us all at some point, sometimes in our lives, which, you know, is always important to kind of keep in mind. And, you know, of course, thanks, of course, to John from Meeples and Dragons, to Fenway, of course, for starting the organization to begin with, and all of you guys for supporting and donating and helping us, you know, with a really great cause. I am, of course, Jacob from Ardent Roleplay. We're also like hosting the streams today, and we've of course got a raffle giveaway that we're kind of doing as well as part of obviously more donations and gaming there. And the winner of our raffle today, in fact, for all those who are interested, which is probably only one of you really, is Trolls Menden. Yeah, Trolls Menden. Thank you for donating, and you've won the raffle. Hooray!
Huzzah!
We'll be getting in contact with you, of course, via Twitch, so do check out for that. And of course, what you win today is... What do they win today? Whisper into my ear so I know. Ardent Roleplay cards. Wow! So cool. Of course, Ardent Roleplay, the augmented reality app for role-playing games, which you can kind of see cool models come to life on the table, have your ships, your wonderful... he's gesturing to show you all the cards, which are these. Wow, look at them go. Beautiful. They
just seem like rad cards as well. Like they just look great. So.
Beautiful tarot cards. Yeah. You can thank our beautiful and lovely artist Lauren for making all these. There's many suits and cards and all that kind of jazz. And of course, they're supported via Meeples and Dragons as well. But again, I want to give a quick shout out, of course, to all of you guys. Of course, you can find. Oh no, where's my? I had what your affiliation is, Darcy, and I've now lost it. Everyone's got their various things. You can find them, check them out, and all that kind of jazz. But I think that's everything, really.
I'd also.
Yeah, we plug it.
You may plug yourselves a bit. We've plugged the important bits, the truly essential bits, which is the donations, and of course Jasper's Game Day. You can plug yourselves a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah,
all right. Nice.
Well, check out Swords and Monsters podcast on all the podcast things, Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it. That's about it for me.
Yeah. And Nick as well. You've got plugs. You can plug as well. Yeah. Treat yourself to a little plug.
Thanks,
that's a treat.
Nick the Tiefling all across the interwebs at TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch. And you can catch me on streamed campaigns as well. Biggest one being Let's Get Wildmount, which is Saturdays on the Critical Bards channel. A fun time there.
A fun time indeed. What about you, John? Give us a plug.
I'm John from Meeples and Dragons. We're an online TTRPG store here in Australia. We give back to the community as much as we can, and we like to bring over new and great things from overseas and make them available to Australia, be it a Timber gaming screen from Dogmite Games or Jasper's Game Day, for instance. We do whatever we can. But I would like to also put out a big thank you to Ardent Roleplay for making this all happen. They're hosting the entire event, and to be honest, being able to utilize their system today was really lovely to see in action. I'm always blown away every time I see it. And the cards themselves, I've actually got a set of cards variety.
Oh, of course,
I was using all through the game. They're
nice
great
cards.
product and definitely a great system to use.
Well, thank you so much, John. Hamish, do you have any plugs that you would like to plug?
Not really, because I'm just an average Joe.
Average Joe, the people's man.
The people's man. The only thing I'll say is, John runs a D&D game, and he blogs about it on Meeples and Dragons. So if you're curious about him running a game and me playing one of the characters in it, just go and have a look at that. Otherwise, yeah, man.
Hamish, the Monk of Mercy.
the John plug. Ooh, bold move. All right. Well, that is all the time we have for this game, but we'll be back in, I believe, half an hour, dear producer. We'll be back in half an hour with another game, game number 2 for this, which is day number 3 of the Jasper's Game Week. So tune in for that, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye, team! Give us the wave.
Bye.
Yeah.